Oh, don't say that. You're gonna bring back the
See, everyone
PTSD.
here is now worried that they're all going to die, and it might be for the fact that I'm using
I'm
this
not.
voice.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Azure Adventurers Guild. This is, as always, a pleasure and a privilege to be playing with this fine group of Azure Adventurers. We have a lot of new faces here, and I'm really looking forward to letting them all have their first session. And because I really have no announcements other than that we are going to have a nice return session of love returning tomorrow. If you're wondering what love is, well, let me tell you exactly what love is. Love is a sponsored game referred to as Legends of the Verse, sponsored by Mage Hand Press. If you too would like to give some love to our sponsors, you can bring yourselves down into our little lower half of our Twitch display here online, and you can find the Dark Matter Collector's Edition cover for created by Mage Hand Press. It is a Sci-Fi 5e supplement. I would recommend purchasing. You can use discount code damaged space dice, capital D for damage, capital D for dice, and get yourself 15% off all of their products. They have a lot of interesting products there. I would highly recommend using them. I know I have a few NPCs using some of their products that you'll find very entertaining. One of them being a paladin of the bro code. So I do hope you enjoy the paladin of the bro. That will be fun. Seriously, I shit you not. The bro code, it is legitimately bros before hoes.
I want to play
I'm my
this.
next character.
I
This is
will
my next character.
because so I'll drop the accent now, but for your home games, I would highly suggest using it. It's fun. This particular class is in the Fey Folio. Let me pull it up, and I'll give you a quick read before we start because I think it's a fantastic little archetype. And you get some cool racial options as well. You get some Fey races that you can play. But for the Paladin Oath, it is the Oath of Revelry. And your tenets of Revelry is work hard, party hard. Paladins must fight for their right to party. Bros before hoes. It is said that this edict lays a natural order for alliances that a paladin should forge. Welcome to the family, Van Moon 99. We are happy to have you here. We are so close to 500. We are 2 away from 500. That's exciting.
Edward is one of the players.
Live live for tonight, as well as long-term consequences shouldn't stand in the way of a good party. It is a fantastic paladin oath where your channel divinities are almost purely roleplay based. You can conjure drink, and you can use song and dance, and do a catchy jig.
That's a lot of liquor.
It is a lot of
So
liquor.
it's a bard,
It is-
but it's a paladin
It's
bard.
a paladin booze hound, and I love it. So
Yeah, like I said, bard.
they've got a ton of cool martial archetypes. We are using some of their classes in Legends of the Verse. Most of our players are using their classes in Legends of the Verse. We've got the Alchemist class. We've got the Gadgeteer. We've got the Witch, and they have a really good Witch archetype that if I could import it into D&D Beyond, I would actually allow it for players to play. But you can play Fey-like races like a Mandrake, a Nymph, a Satyr. In the Fey Folio, it also comes with fairies, as well as boggarts. As Fey races. So if you would like to play some cool stuff by Mage Hand Press, I would highly suggest it. 15% off is nothing to sneeze at. They've got a lot of good products there. I would highly recommend it. Show them some love because they show us a ton of love as well.
I want to play a satyr now.
Yeah, they've got some cool stuff, man. They've got some really cool stuff. I love the stuff they have. But I would highly recommend. They're worth investing some money into. They make some great product. But other than that, we're gonna dive right in to tonight's session here on the Azure Adventurers Guild. As we begin, you guys have found yourselves teleported all the way to the lovely little overly religious zealotous town of Sol Ulag in Sol Noon. It's here you've been tasked with a special little job. Find the criminal organization known as the Sparrows. This criminal organization has been stealing religious artifacts from Sol Noon countless numbers of times. And they've been getting away with it too. They've had a few botched operations thanks to some increased defense. But this is becoming tiresome. Recently, a rather expensive lost relic, a sword to that of Nox, has been stolen. And they would like this sword returned. On the black market, it could be sold anywhere up to a good retirement fund of 2 million gold, or 2 million credits. This is quite the object to have returned. Now,
Money.
payout for this job is going to run you 2,500. So you'll get a nice little paycheck about this. And you will each get a blessing from the Templars once the sword is returned. Now, what that blessing is, we will find out. But you find yourselves in Sol Ulag. It's simple wooden structures with wonderful tiled roofs that absorb the sunlight and glisten it back. The absorption of the warmth and the dark and the night, breathing into these homes. The people are all highly religious here. Everyone has a haughtiness to them, but respects each other regardless of who their faith is. After all, this is the country for religious zealots all over the world. You have yourselves a room in the local inn, a nice little hotel, 4 stories, simply known as the Earth's Heart. It's comfortable. It has all the modern amenities you could ask for, and you've been using it so far as a pretty good hub of operations. You have some information that the Sparrows are here in town and are planning a heist. You're not sure when, but you do know that they are after the Scales of Justice, an ancient relic granted by Igni to judge a person's heart and their courage. And they sit in the center of the temple in quite a rather nice security area. Impossible to be stolen from, you think, but nonetheless, seems to be the target. And with that, so you guys sit in your room, looking over the information that you have, I will leave the floor to you.
I'm not going to be that guy and say split the party, but that face, I know. No,
It
don't
is a
do that.
very
What?
bad idea today, considering we have
Yeah.
0 healers.
One person to each side of the city, nowhere near each other.
Well,
No.
I mean, I was thinking we could start with like taverns, bars.
Well,
could try and see
if we
what
could
kind of
find if we
information
could
we could
find the
get.
black market, yeah, if we can find people who know where the black market or who can access the black market, then we can find people that would definitely be that kind.
Maybe
if we
keep
have a
your voice
location.
down. I mean, you gotta remember where we are.
True, but I assume everything has a black mark. Everywhere is a black mark.
Yes, but also keep your voice down because you know where we are.
Well, wouldn't that
We
make it even
assume-
easier for them to find us, anyways?
Do we want to be found?
I guess that's what it comes down to, huh?
Do we have the strength to be found is another question.
No.
Now, I'm not gonna say anything there, but. So, do we have any location on these scales then?
Wait, were the scales taken
Yep.
already, or
The
are
scales
they...
have not been taken. They are in the Temple of Igni. They are the central. They're effectively behind the altar where the priests and the high clerics give their sermons from in the Temple of Igni.
Do you think they'd get mad if we loitered?
Wait. So who hired us? Was it the?
The country of Solmoon.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, so
So
should
we-
be all right.
We have a rogue, right? Who's the rogue?
That's me.
Harpo.
What we could do is we could
12,
leave you
12.
like
Thank
hidden
you so much for
near
following the
it
channel.
in
We
that
are
room.
One
So if you notice anyone
family member and
trying
friend
to get
away
to
from
it,
500.
you can be there already sneaking.
I am so excited
watching
about
it.
that. Thank you so much.
We
I
can't
hope
hear
you
you,
wish to play
boss.
some games with us in the
You,
future.
you muted. Oh, he's...
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh.
we could definitely try that, but that would be splitting. I mean, I'm
I mean,
confident
or we
in
could leave a
myself.
second
I'm
person.
confident in my stealth skills,
Yeah.
but.
Or, hear me out, hear me out. We tell them what we're doing.
If we can get me some clerical robes, I could potentially blend in.
Wait, is that the? Yeah, that could work too.
No, I don't think it will.
I don't think that will work.
But
I
I,
mean,
don't really think
we
they know who
could.
you are because they clearly know each other.
I hate it when the DM
We
does
could
that.
always say, we could always say, hey, we're from the guild. We're here to do that job you wanted us to do, and we're not just random strangers with weapons chilling around the church.
I mean,
Well,
I
then the black market people are gonna run away from us even farther.
Or we could try and go undercover and try to join the group and try to get in on the heist. And when they're like the back's turned and they're doing the heist, then we stab them in the.
All right,
That's
hear
an
me out.
omega ouch, and that's a lot of investment there. I think
That is
they'd
a lot
find
of
me.
It is a
investment,
very lot of
and we
investment,
don't
like,
know the
probably
time frame we're
weeks.
dealing with.
Yeah, we have time.
They're
I mean,
not
got
gonna
time,
let
but
some
we gotta
rookies,
beat power.
even if we
if it
join
goes
the guild,
wrong.
they're not gonna let some rookies just be like, oh, hey, you wanna go on a heist? This
Oh.
very important heist that could go terribly wrong?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
they-
Come on, you're
Body.
inexperienced.
Oh God.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hear me out. We could knock out one of the priest. I take his clothes. I can set up in there. You guys and I can potentially sneak you guys in. We ambush them there. Don't die.
Okay, but you
and
But
go
see,
why are we fighting the priests that hired us?
exactly.
I'm just knocking out one of them. It'll be fine.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
We're
but
not
what
knocking
happens
out
when
the
they
people
wake
who
up and
hired
tell
us.
all the other people.
I'm pretty sure that's, a crime in Solnoon, considering, and she'll
It's
just gesture
fine.
around the room at probably all the 5,000 crosses and holy symbols to all the gods.
You know what else is a crime? Stealing a holy relic. And I think
Basically.
stopping that from happening is probably better than knocking.
So
You know, we could always ask a priest for spare robes.
We could. That's true.
Yeah.
We could do that too.
no,
That's
they will
fun.
don't never do that. That's too easy.
They got
Can't do
spare
that.
robes somewhere. They get new members. They have to have spare sets of robes, right?
My boy's
We
probably
could just
sweating
tell him
near
it's
this
for-
area because it's a holy nation.
We're ambushing these little idiots.
Or, here's a thought, we steal it first.
No.
Great.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Are you out of your mind?
Okay, we have ideas. We're
Are
getting
you-
the
are you-
ideas.
Are
We
you
need to get some
actually
traction.
out of your mind?
All
Do I
right,
need
let's
to
take a
dump you
vote.
into a tub of water?
Let's take a vote real
Are you
quick.
drunk?
Well, that
Alright,
would
guys.
be funny. I don't think it'd be a good idea to have all that heat on us.
Let's get all the ideas on the table.
Okay, so we could either talk to the priesthood, get some clothes together, and we could just camp up in there. We could sneak in, potentially somehow convince them to bring us along with the heist if we find the people. We could just, say screw it and just attack it, just steal the holy relic ourselves.
So
What
what's
do we
gonna
wanna do?
happen when we
Wait,
pull up to
with
the
the
temple with
church.
the holy? Say this all works
Okay.
out. What happens when we pull up to the holy temple with relic in hand after just assaulting?
A priest
Well,
and
okay.
stealing the other relic.
Well, we
And
would
steal
need to
literally-
arrange we would need to arrange this with the priesthood first. But does anyone here have illusionary magic? We have a wizard, right? You have an
Okay,
illusionary.
okay, but also, other plan. We tell them why we're here, and only the priest.
Well, do you really trust the priest? They probably have somebody on the inside helping them.
Yeah. What if
Yeah,
the
but
what
what
if
problem-
they
what
would
problem
have
is that gonna
like,
do
they're
if we
actually
ask
in the
for clothes
priesthood?
then?
Thieves would have
What the hell
someone
could they do to
inside.
our clothes?
Okay.
Well, you guys' clothes, because I ain't wearing no
Okay,
cleric outfit.
Other
I don't need-
other
I don't need
counterpoint.
It would look weird if I had the
We have
dress
a
up,
rogue.
wouldn't it?
If we have the rogue say something and thieves can't, I think that's
Oh
the
yeah.
language. If we have the rogue say something and thieves can't in front of the priest, and none of them actually, react.
Yeah,
I'm
whoever
pretty
reacts to it.
I do know that, don't I? Yeah, let's go do that, I guess.
Actually,
Well,
what we
yeah.
could do
Better
is
than
we
nothing.
go to the church, chapel, cathedral, whatever the building is.
Temple.
We go there and we talk to the highest ranking priest, the bishop, whoever's in charge. We get them to get all the priests of that church into one area, and then the rogue says some shit and thieves can't.
Like
And whoever,
really
and then we
loud.
watch the crowd for any reaction, and then we kill whoever reacts.
So what am I trying to say?
You really think you'll be able
Am I
to
just
get
trying to talk
audience?
a lot of shit? Like,
Say whatever you want.
oh
Here's
no,
the fact
dude,
that
it's
if
gonna
you
be
used
bad.
all the
If there's a thief in the
priests
room, they
in
will
one
look at me and they will want to kill me on the spot, probably.
I mean, maybe.
Or we could just go with the original plan of telling them why we're here, and
Okay.
having a good
I'm
old
actually
fashioned
up for that.
stakeout.
We could try that.
I'm
We could
not-
try anything.
You
How
wanna-
about we
okay,
do? How about we do
Stakeout.
something?
Okay, I have an idea. 2 teams. Hear me out.
Split the party, basically.
Split the party.
Yeah, split the party. Here we go.
Okay. Me and whoever else wants to come along to the church, stock up in the church. Everyone else, go try to find the bad people.
It's gonna be like a 6-to-1 ratio right there. I don't think I feel good leaving that one person just chilling with the enemy.
I'm saying more than one person go there. I need maybe 2 with me.
Do any of the tanky people, the fighters here, have good stealth apart from the rogue or the wizard?
You
Anyone
see, I
else
just
have-
bought half plate?
Nope.
Anyone else have
Sort of.
stealth at all?
Yeah.
Because whoever has stealth should go to the church, and whoever doesn't have stealth, which is, I assume, everyone else, should
Well,
go
I
find the.
mean, I have a +6 to stealth, but I also have disadvantage on stealth.
I have a plus nothing and disadvantage, so I'm not
So
going
it's a
to the church.
catch-22.
Look, just the first thing I see, if it's not one of you, I'm gonna just throw a fireball at it.
God.
That's not a good spell.
Oh no.
So, wait,
We're
wait,
out here
Didi,
murdering
It's a
people.
good
Didi,
spell,
Didi,
but it
what's
has
this- Didi, what is this town made of? Is it wooden predominantly? Stone
Yep.
predominantly?
Wood and stone.
Oh, he wants to. Oh, we're gonna learn. I guess we're gonna learn that, huh?
What are the churches made of? Are they like stone or wood? Like majority.
Wood and stone.
Okay.
Guys,
Dear God.
Okay, so I will
No
use chill touch
fireballs.
instead.
Yeah, you just gave the fighters and the wizard an intrigue mission.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Like,
good. But I think I think me, the rogue and fighter, go chill out in the church. Everyone else, go find the fucking thieves.
How long do we have
Oh.
until we think they will attempt this heist?
Actually,
You
Diddy,
have
I have a
no
question.
idea at the moment, as you haven't done any digging around yet.
do we know when the other heists happened? What, like, if they happened during the day or the night?
At night and high noon. Actually, wait, hold on. If I'm gonna do
Of
that.
course, high noon.
And high noon.
So
Of
the middle of the
course.
day and the middle of the night.
Is there games on my phone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There
well, that's-
are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh,
ready.
no.
My God. Church guys, I'm ready.
So wait, one of
I'm
us
guessing
is
we've
just
been
playing games on
issued-
his phone while the rest of us play.
I'm guessing I've been issued a new phone since I gave mine to a ghost.
Yes.
How
Okay.
does that work?
Long
You know what? I'm not even
story.
gonna, I don't even want to know this. It's probably way
Long
too
story,
long,
and
but
if
I
you
want
head to our
this be the same
YouTube
thing.
channel, you can find the Azure Adventurers Guild archives and take a look at past sessions.
Oh, is that one up there?
That is up there.
Smooth, Diddy,
Oh,
smooth.
cool.
Always self plug. Always self plug.
The voice in the sky
Always.
is using advertising.
But at this point, no one knows I'm really a changeling. So like,
you're a changeling?
You're a changeling?
what?
Oh, great.
There is no out of
Transformer.
character here.
Yeah. No. I meant like in
Diddy,
character.
make him roll deceptive. I want to see if he actually says it out loud. That'd be hilarious.
Fuck,
No,
okay.
no,
No, I
no.
think-
No,
Oh,
he's
I'm
good.
stupid enough to
He's-
say what I want.
in.
He's good. He's good.
But
It's my HP that's gonna drop.
it's
So we're
really
in
not-
we're in the tavern, correct? That's where we are.
You're in
Where
your
are we?
you're in your private room.
Okay. So is it one room for all 7 of us?
Yeah,
It's a big fucking room.
bunk beds, man. Bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
It's
Oh,
a very religious place. If you're not married, you're not getting conjoined beds, so bunk beds.
okay, guys.
Men
what I'll
on-
say is
Men on one side, women on the other side.
if anyone
that mean,
in
like,
this
only women?
if anyone in this town has a chance of knowing these people, it's the tavern. It's the barkeep, because the barkeep knows.
So that's what I'm saying. Why don't we just take?
It's a
Me?
holy nation, though. Do they drink?
Do they drink here?
Yeah, they're not dry. Because they know that a dry country doesn't work. So
Only the holiest of ales.
Oh, we're all spilling it onto the floor then, right? You need to keep the barrel sealed.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't we just split the party?
Oh,
That
great.
never goes well.
Look, it won't go bad. It
Yes, it will.
It won't go great.
It won't go great.
It can go bad. And if
Can
it
I roll
does,
an
it's not gonna be
intelligence check
pretty.
to figure out how badly this is going to go for us all?
Hey man, I got a question. So if some shit actually pops off and there's only 3 of us there and there's like a full-scale invasion, can I text the guys all the way overlooking all the other shit? Or no?
I mean,
just
we
call them.
text.
You'd be like, "Hey, you're playing."
I mean, naturally you guys would have to wait until after the game on my phone is done, but
Jesus Christ.
Your phone doesn't matter. I mean, your
Hi.
game
I am
don't
letting you
It's
guys.
online.
I'm letting you guys dig your own graves right now. So I'm gonna sit here quietly enjoying this as you guys figure out what it is you want to do.
As a
You're
DM, I
getting-
know exactly what you feel like.
You're getting content.
Look,
Free content.
Anyway, we should have a plan. Let's stick to it. Because I'm getting kind of tired and cooped up in here.
Right now, we have 8 plans,
I
all
just
of which will
imagine
end
all
in
the
our
guys-
deaths.
Can we at least
I
get
just
something
imagine-
everyone agrees on?
Alcohol?
alcohol. Let's go.
I can agree on that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're agreeing on alcohol. You make your way out of your room and into the tavern hall, the main area. It sits down into the lobby, and then there is a slight turn off to the right where you can actually get to the bar and the dining room. The bar itself is rather ornately crafted with a nice oak counter and bar counter. And the stools
Impressive.
themselves look to be made of birch with nice black cushions on top and a gold rim. Everything here is
Think I can
quite
fit one of those
nicely
in my pocket.
crafted. There's a
Fancy.
large mirror in the back with 2 bright lights kind of beaming outward and lighting up the bar. And you see there are all types of alcohol lining up the entire bar length. And there is food being pushed out. The music is quite nice with a little bit of Unwinian jazz playing in the background.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Do you like jazz?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Smooth brass instruments, a slight guitar, and the occasional soft drum being played in the background as you hear the music just going smoothly.
I walk outside.
Okay,
'cause the
Rogue,
music's
do your
too loud.
thing.
How many people are in here? How many
There's
just
about
custom?
There's about 40 people in here eating, drinking, having a decent time.
Any of them look particularly shady?
Make a perception check.
How many holy symbols we crack in here?
10?
How many
Nobody looks particularly shady. Everyone looks pretty normal, like they're out for a night, or some people just trying to drown their sorrows.
I feel like I stand out like a sore thumb because I'm a dragonborn right now with merchant robes on. Like
Oh, you're a
very
dragonborn? I speak Draconic.
very flamboyant merchant robes on right now.
You do
Oh.
stand out, but people seem to have enough respect not to gawk.
Well,
I mean,
to be
I'm a
fair, I'm
5'3"
also
little
wearing armor
half-elf,
that's
so-
inlaid with like runes. Like it looks
In
pretty
full-
fancy.
Like half plate.
So we all
I'm
stand
not
out.
wearing nothing but except for black shorts and my hat and my eye patch.
So we all.
By the way,
stand out.
yeah, we definitely stand out.
You guys don't need inside
do.
checks to tell that my character is posh. He just looks posh.
I'm just
Love
posh,
it.
obviously.
You can just tell.
Oh god. So let's split up, try to figure out what we find out in the tavern.
Rogue, go to the shadiest sides. Everyone else go to the non-shadiest side.
All right, I'll save.
Okay, I'm gonna look for somebody that looks stupid, I guess.
I'm
Alright.
just gonna go. I'm just gonna walk out of the tavern because fuck this.
Who's the prettiest girl in the room?
Who's the prettiest?
Besides
Oh,
myself,
no.
at least.
Who's the prettiest girl in the
Wait,
room,
yourself?
Neffy? Go ahead and make
no.
a perception check.
It's only you. It's
Oh,
you. It's no.
Nappy,
Here we
no.
go. Let's do it.
It's no one else. It's just you.
It's Wilder after her. He's not even a girl. He's just got that hair.
He's just got that foxy boy look.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Our foxy boy here.
A little
What,
concerned.
what,
but-
what does the fox say, Wilder?
Says, what the fuck are we doing here?
Well, we came here for we agreed on alcohol. So,
So,
I did not.
so Neffy, what was your perception check?
15.
15. Neffy, as you look around the bar, you see a very, very beautiful, almost too beautiful. We'll go with a... Ooh,
Oh,
I
no.
like that. I like that. You see an almost too beautiful bugbear woman.
oh my god.
Face slightly masculine and elongated. No hair along the
perfect.
beard. Bright yellow eyes. Eyebrows trimmed, unlike the males of her species, which normally sport large unibrows going across. She has a strong nose. She is completely barren of hair, though she does seem to be wearing a rather elegant fur cropped coat, showing a bit of midriff and a simple black halter top and a skirt that is rather flowy and looks to be made of maybe a light linen with a grayish black coloring to it. She's wearing knee-high boots with about a 6-inch heel. And she is currently drinking a rather nice red cocktail. And
I have a question.
I don't know about this, but I'm very intimidated. I don't want to talk to her.
Her hair, her hair
Like,
is a bright blondish sand. It's like a sandy blonde color.
Diddy, is the
Blonde
coat she's wearing
bear.
made of her fur?
It's a good question. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Is she that metal? I guess you'll have to ask.
She skinned herself to make that fur coat.
I mean, I've kind of got a decent amount of persuasion and stuff like that, but
Is that what you want to spend your persuasion on?
I don't think so.
I am attending charisma. I was just asking for the memes.
But Neffy, that is she is the most beautiful woman that you see here.
Okay. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, bud.
I don't know how this. We've been playing
This
for like
is-
30 minutes. So where the fuck
This
did
is
happen?
what we get for the past 30 minutes of his suffering.
So have we just found out Neffy's type of a bugbear?
Oh no. A bugbear.
Apparently.
I think Neffy's type is everything.
Oh, makes sense.
Hey, I have standards. Why do you think I ain't dating you, bitch?
Okay.
I didn't. Oh.
That was harsh.
We out here just attacking, huh?
Oof.
I saw that coming a mile away.
Wow.
I'm gonna go into my corner now.
So who has walked outside? Who's walked
Me.
outside? Who is me?
Tantix.
All right. So Tantix, you've walked outside. Who else has walked outside?
Gold is.
Gold.
He's very uncomfortable now.
Okay. As you and Tantix make your way outside, you see the street this evening is moving quite heavily. Everyone seems to be trying to get where they're going, and the city does have a slight nightlife. It's not deep or intricate like back home in Silver Reef, but there does seem to be a nightlife here, a kind of quiet, touristy style nightlife. The docks are where you'll find most of the action, potentially.
I'm gonna look at Goldie, just look him dead in the face. You go that way, I go that way. Keep in touch, and just walk off.
Yeah, we're splitting the party.
Oh no.
It always comes down to this.
Go on and get lost in Bible Humper territory.
Ready for it.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Dede, Marcus
Yeah.
walks up to the bar.
Okay.
Is there one barkeep too? Is it
There is one bartender, and they are a...
Please say it's another bugbear.
Please, for the love of God.
I didn't know Soul Noon was a
They,
bugbear.
they are a turtle. As you come up, you see
Oh.
this turtle wearing a rather nice front suit. As the back
Front
of
suit.
as the back of his shell, you notice, is finely polished and looks kind of like a painted turtle, a red painted turtle shell.
Boy's fancy over there.
Looks over at you and eyes blink. Hello.
Lord.
How are you today?
I am fine.
Good. You are being rude. Though I talk slow, you don't have to.
I would like whatever the strongest drink you have is. A shot of that. I need to forget people.
That will come to 5 credits. You can place
Okay.
your chip on the reader there. And he turns and grabs a very nice crystal glass, grabs a top shelf brown liquor, pops it, pours you a bit, sets it. Go ahead and mark 5 down off your sheet,
Already have.
as you have a top shelf brandy.
Ooh.
Are we just gonna let him drink us under the table like that, guys? We're gonna obviously have to drink this place down.
I turn around and take the glass and then just go, Gods be with me, and then drain it and then walk out out.
Yeah, I wanted to walk outside too.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Alright, you guys all choosing to walk out then at this point. As you make your way out, except for Neffy.
Neffy's too
No,
enamored by the
out.
bugbear.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
As you take a drink, everyone makes their way outside. However, you have no idea where Tantix or Goldtooth are. They have gone in 2 separate directions. So
I'm gonna die.
I'll ask Tantix, where are you heading?
I'm going towards the docks.
Okay.
And
Gold.
while I'm walking, it's just basically gonna turn. While I'm in the merchant robes and go in an alley, basically turn into basically someone who looks kind of like a sailor, but still in the merchant robes.
Okay, good to know. Goldtooth, where are you heading?
Goldtooth is basically going to head for the temple and look around.
Okay. All right. The rest of the party, where are you guys headed?
Can I go to the slums?
There are no slums in Solnoon.
Fuck.
No
Communism.
one's poor.
Everyone out
They're
there
too
rich.
religious. They have like 5,000 orphanages.
Country. There's not going to be any slums here.
Is this communist? Is Solnoon communist?
No, they're an oligarchy.
They're Russia guys. Come on.
So then, what the hell kind of archetype would the black market even be around then? I gotta find out.
Definitely not on this continent.
I would like to. Do I have the phone numbers of either of the people who want?
Yeah, you have every guild member's number.
I start calling Tantic.
Theocracy. That is the correct one, Shad. Thank you very much for the correction.
Okay, so you're calling me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I gotta think of an accent. Give me a second.
Hello, my name is friend of yours who you are calling. It is good to see you today. How can I help you, friend of mine who is calling me?
And that's what you hear.
Is that the voicemail for Azure?
You did the one thing we told you not, and wandered off.
I mean, it wasn't really wander off. It was more of go the other way.
Are you here at the tavern?
Maybe.
Okay, then you have 5 seconds to appear in front of.
I'm already in front of you.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm heading to the docks.
You headed to the docks. Why?
You want to get to know the bad people of the city? You go to where the scum live.
God damn.
Hey.
Harsh but true.
Oh wait, do they take offense if I say goddamn here?
It would be God's damn. It would be God's damn.
I should probably
God's
be quiet.
no. The saying is God's be praised. God's be
Wait.
praised.
I can't say
Wait,
that.
if I sneeze, will everyone say bless me?
Well,
Same.
just
Or we
just
could
try not
just
to
say
get yourself
damn.
killed, and I hang up after saying.
Okay.
Yo, so is there a sailor around that can knock out and take his clothes?
Oh, why are you trying to commit crimes?
Do, 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 do.
I'll use charm person for the first person I see though.
Do, do,
Oh,
do.
no.
The
Do,
two
do,
most
do, do.
craziest
I'm gonna get killed. I know it.
Do, do,
character.
do, do, do.
the craziest characters are off by themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. We can
You-
profit off of
you
that,
do
though. They can make
find-
a lot of noise.
You do find that there are a few people hanging out around the dock. It seems like there's a little fight ring going on where some
Perfect.
sailors
Aw, man.
are brawling and engaging each other in a bit of sport. You see a few fights going on. The sailors from different ships from around the world are brawling with each other. A few of them laying in a few good punches, and then after one falls, the other picks the other up, and they go and share in some drink, have a few cheers, and seem to be having a good time.
I'm gonna just walk up to one of them, just casually, and be like, 5 on the big guy.
You want 5 on the big guy? Just 5? What do you think we are, a bunch of low-life fucking scum? Come on now. You can put more than 5 on one of these boys. At this point, you hear thwack as the big guy gets knocked over by the small, sprightly halfling as he drives home an elbow right into the groin. And as the Goliath bends over, he just reaches up, grabs the Goliath's head, and slams it into his knee as the Goliath just falls backwards. The halfling walks over, slaps him around a bit.
Cod piece.
Goliath
He's just gonna face plant at this point. He's gonna be like, you always bet on size. Why can't you ever bet on the shorter guy? It's always the big guy.
Remember,
It's always
guys,
the big
size
guy.
doesn't matter.
Why do we always get
What you
kicked in
doing?
the nuts, man? It's always getting kicked in the nuts.
So, seeing as that fight's over, are you looking to engage in a bit of sport, a bit of gambling, or are you seeking to, well, get your fingers a little wet and dirty? We got all the best type of lady friends over here. If you've never been with a sailor before, well,
He's gonna
treat you right.
cast. He's gonna hold his hand out, and his hand's gonna change to a claw, and he's gonna use alter self to do that. He's just gonna be like, I'll go a few rounds in there.
No magic. Sorry, mate. That's cheating.
I mean, it's not really magic. It's more just racial ability.
He flips up his eye patch and just kind of taps a metal eye. Oh, I see everything. So if you say it's more of a racial ability, then what's gonna happen if I make you do something else? Maybe
Depends on what the
Walk away.
Maybe I'll tell you to become a dwarf. Can you be a dwarf?
I mean, technically I could. I don't know if I could, but
Boys, we got ourselves a regular old-fashioned changeling looking to make themselves a bit of free sport money. Who's willing to give him a good fight?
I'm not gonna die.
I'm gonna get knocked the fuck out.
A few
Wizards getting
sailors
into a fist fight.
a few sailors kind of stand up,
Crazy
and
going on.
there is one who looks rather well dressed for a sailor, wearing some almost brand new, almost a brand new suit. Is a drow with a very nice haircut, cut and cropped on the sides, a bit longer on the top, shock white hair, bright violet eyes, tattooings of flowers and other symbols. Even a snake going up from one end of the hand all the way up to the neck, where the head kind of comes up along the lower side of the jaw. And he just, I'll do it. Oh no, looks like a bit of fun. Never had the chance of fighting a changeling before.
Tantix is just he just kind of like rolls his neck and the claw kind of just vanishes at this point because they said no magic, and he's just like, okay, we can do this the hard way.
I do hope so. I'd like to have you put up a little bit of a fight before I put you down. It's a bit more my speed.
Is this more to the death, or is it just first one to get knocked in their ass?
First one knocked unconscious. After that, we slap you a bit until you wake up. And trust me, I do like slapping you when you go unconscious.
That's not something.
Kinky.
He unbuttons the top button of his shirt, the second and the third, and unbuttons the first two top buttons of his 6-button vest. Kind of rolls up a sleeve all the way, a little bit tighter. All right, let's do this. Go ahead.
At this point, Tantix is just gonna take off the robe, and he's just gonna go back to like normal, just changing form because they know. So there's no point.
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh wow, that's not good.
You're a wizard. What do your punches do? 1 damage?
I think 2.
-1.
-1?
No, it is 3.
Well, with a natural 20.
No. I'm in my actual.
I'm gonna figure this out, right?
Oh.
If
I
you can
rolled
beat me at fight with magic, I don't think you can beat him without magic.
I rolled a 19 for my initiative.
Okay, with a natural.
Be able to beat him with magic to be.
With a natural 20, he does actually have the first attack. And so he kind of saunters up and just kind of... Yeah, this will be fun. Pop, pop! And makes 2 quick strikes into your face.
Okay. So no magic, right?
No magic.
I mean, you could use it, but you get beaten up by 12 men.
My question is, would Blade Song count as magic?
Yes.
Damn it.
Alright. The first attack coming in at a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Alright.
I don't have a high AC.
Alrighty. And the second hit is gonna hit as well. That is well over 17. As he comes in and blasts you with the first strike, you feel something impact into the side of your face that feels like steel on his knuckle. And you look, though, his hands are not covered in any steel, but the way he hits you, it impacts hard and definitely does a substantial amount of damage as I dig out my d6s.
Monks. All of these boys are monks.
Can we get an F in the chat for our boy, please?
Yeah, I'm gone already. Watch.
This is why the wizard, especially the wizard, should wander off as his own and go to a
Let the
fight.
man roll first. He might roll straight ones. We don't know yet. We
That
have
is
to
a
wait.
possibility. That is a possibility.
We have to hope and pray.
All right.
Is this fight supposed to for me?
4, 8, 10, 13 plus 3 is 16. And let me roll the actual punch damage.
The actual.
The actual.
4 points of, 20 points of bludgeoning damage total as he just strikes you with the first one, getting you square in the jaw.
That was the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay,
I'm
he
down.
has multi-attack.
I'm down. Second hit, guys.
Run! Run the fuck out of there!
Second hit.
I'm just gonna, at this point, Misty step the fuck out of there.
It's not a reaction, unfortunately.
Not?
No.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action, my man.
You have to wait till your turn, mate.
Second hit.
Damn.
Second hit comes in for max
I'm
damage at a 9. As he just comes in with the second hit.
Can I remind you that we don't have a healer?
As you get knocked unconscious and fall to
I'm still up.
Oh, you're still up? I thought
I
you
got 8 HP.
You got 8 left. Oh, nice. After that 9. So a good 29 points of damage go pop, pop. And Still standing there, he just goes, "Oh, look at that. You do have a bit more oomph to you than I gave you for. All right, let's see what you've got."
Oh god, I don't know if I should punch him or run because I only got one move. I'm so dumb.
Misty
Things
step
that
and
could
dash
happen.
away.
They'll either respect you for taking your hit, or
Cast nuke.
Okay, well, you know what? It's just 3 damage if I hit, so okay. Let's go for a hit.
Oh no.
And this is how we lost our wizard.
And this is how he died. You should do a compilation of all the
In a
character
completely
deaths.
unavoidable fight.
Yeah.
Completely unavoidable. No, this had to have happened.
There's a 7 hit.
A 7. As you go to punch him, he just kind of like lets you hit his chest, and he just kind of looks down.
Ugh.
You actually hurt your hand a little.
That was pretty cute, but as you can see, I work out.
Really now? Really now?
Chad, not a Chad.
Oh, I want to kill him.
We gotta take him out, dude. He's a Chad.
Wizard, you need
I'm
to
not even
leave.
there, actually.
You will die.
So, it's,
What?
Bonus action. How far? Is Misty Step takes me 30?
30 feet, wherever you want to go.
How far out is basically everybody surrounding us?
You get 10 feet. You got a 10-foot circle.
Oh, then I'm the fuck out of there, and I'm sprinting.
Okay. You go to cast your spell, and you...
Oh no, the guy with the eyeball. Oh! I didn't think about that.
There's
No, I
no
did.
Misty Step.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Okay. Okay. You know what? Just gonna just,
Politely just.
Use your action to phone call
Yeet.
one of us.
my phone's in with my shirt and my sword. So.
Oh, fuck.
Rip.
Seeing you look a little flustered and worried, the drow just kind of smiles and, "So, do you give up or should I put you down?"
I mean, either if I give up, you're still gonna punch me, so just get it over with.
Yeah, you're probably right, I would.
I hate him so much.
This time, rolling a 17 again to hit.
Well, since I can't use shield anyway, because I don't have magic.
He does pull the punch and cracks you in the side of the temple, and once again you feel this impact of steel across the hand, impacting into the side of your head. It echoes and rings for a moment as you spin. You drop to 1 HP. You do effectively hit the ground. The crowd around you just erupts in a cheer, and as you're there on the ground, just trying to get yourself back into just wherever you might be, you feel a hand come up and just kind of start patting you on the side of the cheek, and it does hurt a bit. There's a sting there with how short the hand is moving. It's just like smack, 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 and you get that whip in the side of the face, and it's definitely uncanny, and it's definitely not something enjoyable. But you are conscious, and you do come to consciousness after a few moments as he stands you up and just kind of brushes you down.
How polite.
See, we both got to have some fun. Best of luck to you, my boy. And he just kind of punches you in the shoulder slightly, turns, and makes his way out.
Oh god, is it with with 1 HP left, is that just not
That's how the wizard passes out.
It's
a
kind of
tap
like
on the
a
shoulder.
yeah kind of deal.
Okay. So Chad punch, yeah.
Meanwhile, at the League of
I
Evil-
would like to vote that we all slaughter this man in his sleep.
I mean, he is a Chad.
No, I kind of respect him.
God,
Why?
Meanwhile,
I'm kind of just happy he didn't kill me.
Honestly, you're basically dead anyway. We get into a combat, you die.
If we get in combat, I just stay at a distance and keep using my spells that give me extra AC.
Meanwhile, Goldie, and where's the rest of the group going? Are you guys heading to the temple? Where are you guys going?
I would like to head to the temple.
Good question.
I'm
If
still
the rest of-
with Neffy
Very good
because she's still
question.
hanging out at the bar, I guess. I don't like leaving
What?
people
I am?
alone.
Go ahead to the temple as well.
I was gonna follow after.
who is
I was just
who is
joking.
outside of the tavern? Who is still at the tavern? Except the idiot wizard and the other one.
Back off.
Oh, damn.
You went into a fighting ring with no magic.
So I think everyone is outside at this point. Goldie is headed to the temple. Where is the rest of the party headed?
I would like to head to the temple again.
To feed my whiny cat. 1 second.
Okay.
Cat aggro, I love it.
Yeah,
I-
she's screaming at me.
All right. We'll be going to the temple. Okay. So with that, is everyone feeling fine going to the temple?
I'll send a quick text to Tant or be like, hey, we're going to the temple. Don't know where the hell you are.
Not texting
Good
back.
luck wherever you are.
Okay. All right, I'm
While
back.
he's getting his butt handed to him.
Alrighty.
As his-
As you guys
I'll
make
probably
your
just join wherever the majority of people are going.
okay.
I'm so dead.
Closer to stomp if it's not on Snap.
As you guys make your way to the temple, Goldie already being there for a good 10 minutes before you guys arrive. Goldie, you make your way there, and a few of the temple priests of Igni notice you and, oh, well, hello there. It's good to see you. We were worried that the Azure Adventurers Guild wasn't going to show up.
We always show up.
You're not there. Only Goldtooth is there.
Yeah. I guess I'm the first one. I guess the rest of my team's not here yet.
Oh, they just sent one of you. That's
No.
concerning.
I'm not that would be concerning. No, there's others with me. Let me text them. He's going to text to everybody saying, "Where the hell are you all?"
He just straight up, I'm gonna text him.
Oh, so did you walk away? Are they lost in?
Yeah, I wanted to get a head start.
Ah, are they committing sins? Do they need to be? Do they need to be taken care of?
Be gay, do crimes.
Let's just
what-
kill this guy.
Well, one's doing sins, yeah.
Do they need?
Tragedies.
Do they need to repent? As you
Yes.
know, over drinking in Solnoon is a sin, and it's not something that they should be getting drunk regularly for. It's okay to drink a little bit here and there, but not to excess. Are they drinking heavily, or are they eating too much food? Are they overindulging in gluttony? These are
Enjoying themselves.
But I can already tell this guy.
Goldtooth is trying not to laugh. That I'm not really sure what they're doing right now. Last time I checked, one of them was staring at a bugbear woman, and that's what I was told. Just basically,
Oh.
right
Yes, we
You
are.
snitched on him.
We
Oh,
are.
dang.
We do know of this bugbear woman. She is actually quite an interesting individual. She is a follower of all faiths, indeed.
She comes around every so often and charges us a bit of money.
Okay,
She-
out of character. Goldtooth doesn't worship any god, and
She
here he's at the temple.
she
I feel
claims
By himself.
she claims to be the daughter of the Pope, which is quite an interesting
Very,
one.
very
Though she
interesting.
could be adopted. I am not
That's a
one to
bugbear?
call her a liar.
Lying is a sin after all.
It's not a lie to be asking for them papers. I want to see some legal documentation.
At this point, the rest
Is that
of
when we
you
get the texts?
get a text from Goldtooth as
When-
to where you
when
guys
we get
are.
this text, I just hold my phone out to the nearest person that I know, and I'm just like, "What says?"
Oh,
Says,
no.
where are you?
Who from?
From gold.
Goldie.
From
Okay.
gold.
I just look at the phone, put it back in my pocket. Like that answers that question.
Would you like me to teach you how to read later?
Meanwhile, Goldtooth is trying to listen to this guy.
Come, my child, let me show you where the holy relic is.
Maybe
It's
instead
right
of
over
learning, we
this
should
way.
go find.
Sure.
Do I get this text
Goldtooth
too?
is mad about that.
Everyone gets
he's
this
least-
text.
He's least
Or
getting
am I too
of
busy
you.
getting my shit kicked in?
You get the
You'd
text,
probably see
but
it
at this point,
afterwards.
at this point, you would
You
see it
drag yourself out of the
afterwards.
ring, look at your phone. Brute.
Ah, great. And I feel like you kind of put it back in your pocket.
I would like to, as the rest of the party is chilling at the front of the temple, I call Tant.
It's right now it's not Tantix. It's technically he's.
For the sake of it,
the
Your
change.
you
phone.
call Tantix for the sake of it.
You there?
He's lying down in an alleyway right now. He's just like, yeah, I'm here.
Why do you sound like you've gotten the shit kicked out of you?
Why do you
Because-
sound poopy face?
I think I ran into the guy that might be bad.
Did you get a name?
No, but he's a drow.
Oh, so because he's a drow, he's the
I
bad
see.
guy.
Wow, we're going there.
I can't blame you for
Oh,
that.
wow.
Goldtooth can't
Speakerphone.
blame you here
Please
like
tell me it's on speakerphone.
Look those damn
I-
bastards, dude.
Look, we're at the temple. Just, if you're wounded, the priests here might be able to help you with that. But for now, just come.
Hey,
I don't think I'm gonna make it 5 feet without help.
That sounds like a you problem. And
hey, Pisa, thank you so much for following the channel. Welcome to the family. We're happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well,
Goldtooth right now?
and I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Where are they? Are they
welcome,
on their way?
welcome.
We should go find gold.
Wait, are we at the temple? Are we at the temple?
Dude.
You guys are just getting to the temple now at this point.
Is there a temple to Rixos in this town?
There is a larger temple to the Triune as a whole.
And while they're exploring, I'm slowly making my way there.
Okay. At this point, Goldtooth, as the rest of the team arrives, minus Tantix, you find yourself being shown the relic.
Huh.
Making my way down,
Walking fast.
But yeah, by the
Okay,
time I
okay,
get
okay.
by the time I get there, I'm gonna be back as my poison merchant dragonborn.
So,
As you see the relic, Goldtooth, you see that you see in front of you is these two scales. One Midnight Rose, welcome to the family. Happy to have you here. Hope you're having a good day. And you know what? There is nothing like a rose at midnight. There, I got that out of my system. I like that name. Though. That's a good name.
You're so happy.
I am. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood because you guys are
Because you're
just
saying
like
us suffer.
you guys are
Yeah,
just
Because
like
we suck.
you guys are fucking.
Going,
You guys
we've
are.
been going for an hour, and look at where we've gotten. We've only just gotten to the temple.
You guys are.
Down its
You guys
crazy.
are fucking up beautifully, and I love it. So you know, one of you's already
I'm
had
just
your.
going along with whatever's happening.
One of you's already
You're
had your
enjoying
face.
my pain.
One of you's already had your face punched in. So I mean, it's going well, I think.
It
Um,
wasn't punch in, it was more punch to the side.
annoying lectures.
Goldtooth, you see this scale, and it is actually set inside of what appears to be a crystal glass case. It is see-through, but every time you shift angles, you watch as it kind of rainbow effects around. Oh, and I can actually change music. You watch as it rainbow effects around, and kind of creates this beautiful, elegant ripple as it moves along. It is completely encased, and you also notice that there is actually some defensive measures put into this. You notice what looks to be an arcane circle etched underneath the case that the priest does point out as well as the rest of the group arrives. Well, this here is our arcane defense. Should anyone try and remove this without having the proper spell or key, will find themselves detonated at quite a large explosive reaction that will not harm the scales. In fact, the spell comes from the scales themselves.
I was about to ask what would happen to the scales.
Gold's gonna look at it and be like, "No, that is a very good way of defense."
But also, what if somebody has to spell
I'm
magic?
pretty sure if somebody tries to, you might have to clean up afterward.
That's all right. The flames of Igni burn away any trace of intruders who have attempted to steal from us. They will suffer, and they will pay with the fire and brimstone of Igni, and that is how they will suffer.
Did we just hear that too? Is that in a literal sense, or?
Oh, it is very much in the literal sense, good sir. If you steal this item, whoever it is will have to do so as a martyr, and will pay the ultimate price.
DD, I have an out of character question, DD. Do security cameras exist?
They do.
So why do we have a live bomb in a building that we're?
Is there a security camera watching the relic?
There is not.
Why?
Why?
Because there is a giant trap circle around the relic that requires a key or a high-level spell to dispel it.
So having a camera doesn't mean you need a camera.
What
You
if
should
someone
have
gets
a
I'm
past
sure
camera.
the
it?
guy. I'm not gonna question
If it
how.
Or like,
requires
what if somebody comes from the roof? Like they're just.
The
Impossible.
odds, the odds of them getting past our defenses are slim, but these people are willing to do anything for this, so they probably have a group of sacrificial lambs or something to take the brunt as they run away. Holy shit, that was a fucking loud firework. Come here, Pepper. I'm sorry, guys, to get off track. Come here, babe. Okay.
Go
Give the pup some
Its
love.
name is Pepper. That's great.
Love Pepper.
Okay.
Hello, Pepper.
Okay.
Give us some love. Give
Pepper
some
is
love
a
to
good
the
pupper.
pupper.
She's a good girl.
Pepper's
I'm sorry.
best
I'm
pupper.
sorry, guys. She is bad with fireworks and loud
perfectly
noises.
fine.
A lot of dogs are.
So,
a lot of dogs are.
sorry
Am I the
about
only-
that.
It was
My
fault that
favorite
everyone likes
times are
fireworks?
when little DD comes to DM.
So,
Gotu's gonna text the group. Where are you?
oh, they're already
Again.
here. They're already here.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay,
Right
I would like
behind
to.
you,
I would
hi.
like to.
Actually
I
got a
would like
question
to.
for the guy, though,
Okay.
for sure.
I also have a question as well, so you go first.
Oh, sorry. If someone were to actually let's say all this stuff failed and someone actually picked it up, how long would we have before everything becomes ash?
It would become instant. The flames of Igni do not allow for thieves.
So what if someone uses Mage Hand?
Hey, I'm not saying we just take it. Oh my god.
No, it's a serious question. I'm not. It's
Do
a serious
you-
question.
Do you see the size of this chamber as he motions around? And around you, you see that it is about an 80-foot half dome encircle where this relic is.
Okay, so priest.
Yes.
So, let me get this straight. You have a rune. It's a one-time explosion, correct? It doesn't
It-
reset. It
it
doesn't happen. at all.
recharges after 5 minutes.
Okay, so
It's enough time to get it out.
what in the event that one of them
Fires in.
picks it up, gets detonated, the second one comes in, grabs it with nothing there to stop him,
That's
and leaves?
why you're here.
I know that's why we're here, but I'm just saying, if you have the budget for a security camera, I'd probably spend that.
We don't. It is up to you. to save the day. And if you can, maybe then we can get the budget to put in proper security systems.
How
Well,
much
why
does
are
a
we
security system cost?
That's all I needed to know.
How much
I have
is
a
a
plan.
security camera?
It's a good couple thousand.
Damn it. For a singular security camera.
That sounds like it sounds really
kinda
expensive
serious.
for a
It's-
security camera. That's
So
a
I'm
really
sa-
good security camera.
So I'm
If
assuming
you
at this time
have-
I'm just limping in.
Yeah.
No.
I look over at the wizard and go,
One side of your face is well swollen, the side that got hit twice with that metal hand.
So
I kind of look at him and go like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
the tooth, the tooth, because he's a dragonborn. He has a tooth just hanging out like over the side of his out of his maw. It's just like, I think I found somebody who's important.
Well,
or hear me out. You just got your face beat in.
No, he seemed important. He was really dressed nice, and everyone really liked him.
there's a
What
lot of
is that?
people around here that like people and are dressed nice, though.
DD, what is the population of this town?
Population of this town is 5,000.
5,000. So odds are there is a sizable population of people who like people and wear clothes that are.
I mean, we could investigate them. I'm not gonna say that it's a fruitless endeavor, but we should definitely get out of the building if it's gonna be a live bomb at any point.
Lotu's gonna look at the priest and say, "I'm sorry for my friends. They are what sometimes what people refer to as idiotic."
Can I just have some healing, please?
You require
No, you do this to
healing.
me.
Green
yourself.
dragon thing there.
Trying to say
If
that.
you would like healing,
Heard that.
I will have you talk to Brother Kane. He will heal
able.
you.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Although you will have to make a tithings to the temple of
Oh, but
50.
yeah, 50. Oh
Credits.
God. Okay. Oh,
Do you have this?
what if I give you a down payment of 10?
Of
Lotu's gonna
10.
hand the priest 50. Basically.
You're gonna
gonna
okay,
make
gonna do a transaction as he yes, and he pulls out his own, and if you head down that hall over there, you'll find Brother Kane. He's quite old. Treat him with very high regards.
If I don't find Abel down there too, I'm gonna be really upset. And he walks down.
Okay.
So
We're just
now-
gonna glare at him.
As you
Abel is in a different. He's in a different church.
as you
Someone vote them.
as you
Something
make
might
your way,
happen
I
to
will
us.
say, as you make your way down, you see a very old cleric sitting in this room with several different hospital beds. He's got the receding kind of monk hairline going around his head, a good beard, maybe about down to the middle of his chest, kind of white and curly. And he just kind of gives a look at you and, "Hello! I am Brother Kane! It's a pleasure to meet you!"
The Dragonborn's just gonna give like a wave. He's gonna just be like, "Hi, Mr. Kane. Can you do the heals?"
Ah, you're here to receive some healing. Come over here so I may place the hands of the heavens upon you.
Anything that, as long as it's above the waist.
Of course, I will be touching your facial features. Do not mind me.
As a reminder, an hour and 17 minutes. Just saying.
Look,
Don't worry about time. I got you.
No, it's just the fact that we've been to a church and gotten someone beaten up in the first hour.
yeah, actually, that happened in the first 30.
So
So
this dome room, is there a door? Like, is there an exit? A close
You-
exit?
You get healed for
Oh, my
you
bad.
get healed for 35.
cool. I'm back at. I'm 1 HP below my max.
Are you okay?
Nice.
Is your nose bleeding? Look at me.
Oh, puppy's nose is bleeding.
Oh no.
No, she's just snotting. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Baby.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
I would like, priest. Can I
Yes.
walk around this room without it?
Of course, as long as you don't touch the relic.
Okay. I would like to walk around the room, and I just want to start looking at the roof, the floor, see if there's any like maybe the people who are doing the heist have dug something or have made a secret entrance to get in here.
Okay.
Can I look for?
Make an investigation check.
Can I do that? I have a high investigation.
You may make your own
Can I give-
investigation check.
Can I
wanna
give
ask
him
the
the help?
priest
Can I
something.
give him the help
can-
action
you
to give
I
can-
him?
was just gonna give you the help. That
You
works.
can give him an,
What's your investigation?
I think it's 17.
Yeah, yeah, take advantage.
go ahead and roll with advantage then.
It's actually +7. I lied.
Still
Plus
still a
raising.
passive 17, so
I got a 19 on the roll.
19. Okay. Togon, as you and Marcus look around and try and nail down exactly where any type of side entrance could be, or perhaps any dug entrance or broke entrance could be, you don't see any. In fact, there's no way for them to get in above. There's no glass up above. It looks to be all made from one large piece of fire opal. The ceiling, as it would let in some light during the sunlight hours and give a beautiful scene. You feel like the rooftop would be costly enough. As you look up, the floor, the tiling looks perfectly normal. Everything looks exactly the way it should be. Nothing seems out of place, which would really leave only the front door as the only way for them to come in, by your best guess.
Okay.
So is it the whole building that's compromised if this relic gets picked up, or is it just that room?
It is just that large central chamber.
Would the explosion destroy the room, or is it more like
It looks more like the explosion will fill the entirety of this room. The way it's built around, possibly. And maybe it might catch the first row of pews.
Okay.
If someone were to steal it, I think I might have an idea, so I'll ask the priest just to see if it's a possibility.
Say that again?
And I have an idea on a way, if the thieves did try to take it, how they might be able to succeed. And I just want to ask the priest to make sure if it's a possibility.
Okay. How is that idea?
If, say, someone were able to trigger the rune and then someone else did pick it up with Mage Hand, could they put it in a bag of holding or something to where they wouldn't hold it and escape?
They could not. The only way to keep it hidden from sight would be in a lead box.
Can you get a lead-lined bag of holding?
It wouldn't fit in a bag of holding, unfortunately. This is far too large.
Actually, now that I think about it, how big is this? How big are the scale?
They are. It looks like it could fit into a bag of holding, despite what the priest says. Though they are wide. They are very wide, and it doesn't seem like it would bend at an angle. You think?
How heavy do they look? Yeah, like how weighty does the scale
Hard
look?
to tell. It looks like they're made of either brass or gold. It might be pretty light.
If it's gold, then it's heavy. If it's brass, then it's
decent.
Well, not true. The amount of gold that would be made to make this would probably be equivalent to maybe 10 pounds. It's not that heavy.
okay. I was just hoping that they were really heavy, so someone would have to like drag it. But no, they could just. I think a few of us should go start trying to find shady people, just to see if we can get in contact with people who might know of, or people like that who might know of the people who are doing.
I'm still down to stay in this area since this is a choke point.
Yeah.
I rather stay here too. I'm coming at this point just like he shoved his thumb in my mouth.
What?
What
That
are you even saying?
that priest. He's shoved his thumb in my mouth. I don't want to ever see him again.
That is unfortunate.
That's a lie.
Fuck
As
a
the other
shame.
priest looks at you, he would never do anything that grotesque.
What do you mean? There's different methods of forget I asked. This isn't my area of expertise.
Goldie's
for it.
going to glare at the Green Dragonborn.
Look, your face is gonna get stuck to that, sweetheart. Stop it.
Oh my god! This is going wonderfully.
Where is the Temple of the Triune? How far away from this temple would be the Temple of the Triune?
It'd be a quick walk. Not too far from
All right.
there.
I will be back shortly. I walk to the Temple of the Triune.
Okay.
Do I see anything particularly weird on my way? Anything off? Anything strange?
Make a perception check.
Why he does that? I'm just gonna actually look around because I haven't looked around this place yet.
Okay.
15.
15. What are you looking for in particular? And
Shady people, straight stuff that seems off or not in
Okay.
fitting with the.
Okay. You do notice, as you make your way out, what appears to be in an alleyway, maybe a good distance from the Temple of Igni, what appears to be maybe 5 or 10 individuals armed with guns and what looks like maybe some wintertime hats on top of their heads, wearing rather dark clothing, kind of just like keeping to the shadows fairly well. You just barely were able to see them.
Are they talking to each other? Can I see if they're like in conversation, or are they looking Are they looking at?
Hard to tell, as you don't have dark vision, unfortunately.
Can I call the entire group? Can I make a group call?
Oh my god! Am I about to get a...
Like while you're outside, you're just gonna call them on the phone? Yeah, sure, you can do that.
There's a group chat.
I
There's a group chat.
keep walking to the Temple of the Triune, but I like glance back to the area and I call the group and I go, "Code Red, come outside."
Are you
bitches.
doing this stealthily, or are you just...
I will attempt to. Do I have disadvantage on this stealth check considering my armor, or because I'm trying to hide a phone call? Do I
This
just
would be you trying to...
It would
I'm
be
gonna-
slight, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna say
Would it be sleight of
I'm gonna
hand?
say it's still gonna be disadvantage stealth check.
Fuck.
You tried.
By
GG.
the-
I'm
Two!
believing you, dude.
2?
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
You
I have
call
a +0.
you
I
call
guess it wasn't
the
a 1 at least.
you call the team. All of
I
you
just shout. I just say, "Help! Come outside."
I'm gonna stay with the scales at this point because someone has to stay back here and protect it.
Can
Gold's
I
gonna
blend
glare
in
at
in between the skills? And...
Dragonborn and he's gonna walk out.
Time
I
is
did
it?
roll for intimidation.
Do I need a roll against that?
I'm not big on in-session intimidating other players, to be honest, because with NPCs, sure, but player actions, intimidation versus intimidation, I find that it rarely ever goes well. So, if you're looking to give an order to someone, Goldie, and telling them to do something,
Yeah.
what it will be is I'll actually do a contested wisdom save.
Wait, who's making the wisdom save?
Tantix and Goldie.
Oh no, it's an
Okay.
inner Dragonborn rivalry. I see
Are we doing that?
it.
Yeah. And it'll
Just
be
saves or checks?
just contested wisdom saves.
Okay, 25. I win.
Goldie
You got 10.
got a 10.
You did.
As Goldie tells you to stay there, Tantix, you could. It's up to you whether or not you really want to.
He just weighs him off. He's like, I was already ahead of it. Go away.
Okay. Alrighty. Who is heading outside?
Well, we know who.
I will.
Can I take a photo of the group of people?
Oh, that's a little risky. You're already biting off a lot already. What, do you want to take a picture too?
Yeah.
I want to take a photo.
You can certainly try. Are you gonna have flash
With the
on?
flash on.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. And it is still hard to see them, but go ahead and make yeah, you know what? You go ahead
Roll
and
for picture.
you go ahead and take a photo.
Flash on.
Flash on.
Can I make a
What
sleight
the-
of hand check to try and hide the flash of the camera?
No, because then the flash isn't gonna work.
Okay, so do I just? Is it just like a straight up? They notice.
You take a photo, and
Sweet.
they notice.
Oh, wonderful.
And as a group attack roll,
Oh fuck.
Oh, I'm happy I'm inside.
does an 18 hit you?
No, because I cast shield.
You cast shield. Okay. You manage to, as you all hear a volley of gunshots fire out into the street, and as they do, they then disappear into the shadows of the alleyway after they fire a volley at you.
As they do that, I draw my gun blade and I fire a bullet to where I think they might.
Alright, it is an attack roll with disadvantage as they all fire a volley of ammunition in your direction.
6.
That is a miss. Unfortunately, as you just shut. Let me.
Is there cover near me? Like something I can get.
No, you are out in the middle of the street.
Somebody don't.
But
Is there a person near me that I could hide behind?
There is no
Uses
people. There is no people.
No civilian.
No civilian. But you do hear. Oh
So they all
shit!
ran.
Come from one of the buildings.
One of the priests are hurt.
Did my bullet ricochet into someone? Fuck.
Oh no.
You shot and there's wooden buildings. I guess you'll
Oh,
have to
no.
find out.
You fucked up. You messed that.
Like,
You
I'll
messed
just
it.
say that it was the
The
group of
backyard with
people.
a wood
I mean,
pickle
to be
place.
fair, I did cast shield, meaning however many of them are, just ricocheted bullets off my shield in all directions. Like a
No, there's
shotgun
actually
blast.
there would actually be a ton of bullet shells at the ground around your feet.
Oh, so they just it just hits the shield and then it doesn't ricochet off the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we arrive outside, is there still like
There are
Any-
Soul Noon paladins now and war clerics actually starting to fill the streets in the area after this. But you hear the sounds, you hear the shots, and you see this this small army kind of making their way down, trying to figure out what just happened.
I stick
were
my
they?
blade in the air and go, "The thieves went that way."
just kind of wherever he points to, if I like go in that direction and I like sniff the air, is it too faint of a scent to pick up on anything?
It's a very good question. Are you going to
Can I
shift?
sniff you?
No, but no, I'm
No?
not gonna shift
Sniff.
because that just that's when I have a creature marked that I gain anything from.
If I
But
remember,
I'd
in
have to mark.
your normal state, do you
made a
get
joke and used
proficiency
it.
with sniffing? I forget.
I have proficiency with perception as is regularly, while shifted I have advantage.
Okay. So
On
go
wisdom
ahead.
check.
Can I sniff?
Go ahead and make a perception check, both you and Neffy,
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I have
as you
advantage.
try and get a
Like-
smell of something, possibly.
Natural one.
Ooh.
If need be, I
Yep.
could put my investigation to use. Maybe that could help.
23 on the sniffing.
23.
Oh yeah.
I just smell all the gunshot in the air.
You smell a lot. It's just filled with gun smoke. Neffy, you do manage to pick up the trail of Gunsmoke in the direction that it was leading towards.
Nothing.
It seems to head down
Nope, there's something.
that alleyway. That now all the paladins and clerics are rushing their way in towards.
If she's like pointing
Neffy's
out
gonna
the
go.
scent, I'm gonna try to follow.
You're gonna follow?
Yeah.
Marcus shouts,
I don't have the
"Yippee-ki-yay,
sense, but-
motherfucker! Draws both swords and starts running down the alleyway.
Neffy just forgets to tell people where she's going, so she just goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I might not have the scent, but clearly it looks
So-
like she has the scent, so I'll follow her.
So
And I'm just sitting in there with the scales, making sure no one actually takes them. Where we're going.
I'm in the bar. I'm like, I'm not trying to be in the explosion room, but I'm right outside of it.
okay, so you're also Tantix and Togon are both inside the temple. Neffy and Wilder, and who else is heading after the scent?
Gold's gonna have to go.
Gold.
Marcus is running after where he thinks they are with swords drawn, going, "Woo!"
Marcus. Okay, and Irvon.
I think I'll stay at the temple in case
Okay.
the thieves try anything.
All right. So
we try and-
Wilder,
Definitely
Wilder,
just created a huge opening.
yeah,
So
Wilder.
it's basically my plan is actually what we're doing.
Wilder,
party, great.
Wilder, Goldie,
Yay!
Marcus, and Neffy. As you guys start running after the sound of the scent of gunshots and following the paladins and the clerics as they start funneling through the streets, Irvon, Tantix, and Togon. The three of you, finding a decent bit of cover and defendable positions, feel yourselves in a fairly good place to be.
I'm gonna have a firebolt ready.
You think I could just like talk to the priest and tell him not to glance in my direction and kind of blend in with the wall somewhere nearby in case someone walks in and I could just shank them?
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna
here,
prepare. I'm gonna prepare a firebolt just in
that's a
case
+9.
someone who doesn't look like a priest or the people who came in with us walk through or come out somewhere.
Okay.
16 + 9.
16 plus 9. Nice, at 25. Solid. Solid. So, all right, Tantix, you will be refocusing on Firebolt as it flickers out and just kind of like rotating the wrist, just keeping it going. Togon blending in up against the wall. And Irvon, what are you doing?
I was thinking of sort of taking hover behind one of the pews, but also casting detect magic in case anyone tries to use magic to sneak in.
Okay. All right. The other team, as you guys are chasing down with these paladins and clerics, Neffy and Wilder, go ahead and make perception checks.
Is it for just general perception check?
It is going to be the sniffing check as you try to keep your scent as the paladins and war clerics start spreading out as they follow this alley. It is just a straight alleyway that kind of winds and turns between buildings and eventually leads you into a large open central courtyard of the city.
Nat 20 for a 25.
Nice, Neffy.
Best sniffer in town.
Best sniffer in town.
And Wilder?
Sniff them thieves.
Oh. I'm making one too. Sorry, I must have cut out for a second.
That's all right, no worries.
Still really low. 13.
Okay. 13. Neffy, you managed to pick up the scent, and it's actually going down. The scent actually continues immediately to your left, a street where the paladins and the war clerics are not heading down. It's not really more of a street, it's more of a dead end. As you guys cut and turn, and you see it just leads to a small map maker's shop.
Yo holy types, and she'll just start walking.
Yo, holy
I'll follow her.
Okay, you follow
Goldtooth's going in there with.
Goldie.
Nuffy's just a full thing of comedy for me.
Okay. As you guys start making your way, the paladins and war clerics continue to spread out, making sure that they are searching the entire city. Only one of them is going to come over and see what is going on. As you guys start making your way there, you reach the door, and you get a heavy smell of gunpowder, sweat, and fear. Both you and Wilder getting this close.
What does fear smell like?
Fit.
It smells like piss.
Facing.
Fair enough. As
Gross.
as you guys reach the door, how would you like to approach this?
Am I with them?
Marcus, you are, yes.
Yay.
Do you want me to break down the door?
No.
Do you want me to
Might be
shoot the
waiting.
door down?
No.
They might be waiting with their guns.
Exactly.
Is there what type of building is this? Is it a 2-story, a 1-story, windows? Do I see
It is
Wood,
a
stone.
2-story building.
windows on the 2nd story?
There are windows on the 2nd story.
How much is a
Come
grappling
on.
hook?
I'm gonna walk in.
By that
I'm gonna just walk
If
By
you
that-
if you want to jump, I can make you
by
jump
that
higher.
by that question, you don't own one.
So can I just someone said they could help me jump. Who? What?
Okay, Neffy, you push open the door, and as you do,
How many bullets?
Oh god, he's rolling a lot.
Oh.
okay.
3.
Neffy, just for the sake of my own worry, what is your armor class?
18 when I'm not shifted.
Okay.
Thank God for that half plate.
Oh. Don't let
I just
Neffy die, that'll
casually
be
strolled
fine.
in.
Oh
Still
god.
rolling, dude.
Still gotta fight
Oh my
Neffy.
god.
Still going. And he's going. Oh my god, there's 10 of them.
I'm
right?
just gonna get the Roblox oof sound ready.
Okay. Well, Neffy, that's not too bad for you. It's not too bad.
I was worried.
Only 4 out of 10 hit you. The rest bouncing off your armor. As you open the door and walk in, without saying anything, a ricochet of gunfire erupts from inside of the building. As you take... DD goes to Wizard's Dice Roller damage.
Oh no.
Oh god.
No.
Oh, great.
I cry.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get shot at by 10 thieves.
I just wanted a map.
I'm just thinking she opens the door and all you hear is what you say.
Neffy, you take a resoundingly painful 52 points
Oh.
What the f-
of damage, as the first roll on Wizard's Dice Roller was an 8, 4, 5, 8, 8, 6, 5, 8.
But she only
Wow.
got hit by 4.
Okay, we go with my plan.
She only got hit by 4, but there is quite a hefty amount of gunfire coming
Guns
out.
hurt.
Yeah.
As that
She
happens,
got shot 4
Well-
times.
Neffy, 4 bullets puncture into your body. You feel them tear out the opposite side and just kind of fall.
Oh god.
That
God.
definitely.
Well, I just
They
wanted a
just shot
map,
up a
but I guess
customer,
I'm gonna
man.
give you all a bad review on Yelp.
TD.
And she'll just start walking out and close the door behind her.
You walk out and close the door
I just
behind
wanted
you.
a map. I just wanted a map.
Don't worry, girl. I'm
DD,
one
is
star
there a
this
window on
person,
the
yo.
on the bottom
How-
floor of this house? Like not at the doorway, on the opposite side of the building? Is there?
There is a window, but looking in, it is completely pitch black. You have an idea of where they might have been due to their gunfire.
God, I wish I had dark vision.
But at
How
this
bad does
point,
Neffy look?
Neffy is definitely heavily hurt as you hear from inside. What do you want?
A map. I just wanted a map.
Yeah, no, that's not true. You're fucking following us.
I'm gonna
I
reach out.
smelled the
while they're-
maps. I smelled the maps. I like the smell
No,
of maps.
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
No. Your weird creeper friend was taking photos, and we saw him, and we heard him make his little phone call shit. So I'll tell you what, we've got the high ground. We've got the ability to make sure that you don't see another day, and we can still get out of here alive. So why don't you tell
I can
us?
see that by the 4 bullet holes in my body.
Yeah, well, you're lucky you're wearing armor. So why don't you tell us exactly what you want? Because we're going to sit here and wait you out. And if more come, I'll tell you what, we're still going to get out of here scot-free. Boss knows it, and we know it. As that happens,
Can I speak to
Those-
boss?
those of you in the temple,
Oh God.
Here we go.
those of you in the temple watch as very shortly after the rest of the team leaves, about 5 minutes after, a familiar-looking female bugbear walks in,
And Fireball, right where she's standing.
walking
Oh my god, did you just...
walking with a small little bugbear holding
She's
her
hard.
hand.
They're on fire.
What do you mean they're on fire? Oh no.
Okay.
I said anybody who's not a priest and is not part of the team.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it happens.
So you
I need them to both to make me.
You're about to kill a mother with her child.
Wait a minute. Are you said you were holding a fire bolt, not a fireball.
Oh, I thought I said Fireball. I meant Fireball, but I'll go ahead and do Fireball.
Because if it was fireball, that spell is burnt long
Oh.
ago.
Well, yeah. What do you want?
Go with a firebolt, because I heard firebolt.
Okay.
I had
Which one came in first, the mom or the little
Both
kid?
of them came in.
Oh.
Both of them came in
Oh my
at one
God.
time.
Oh.
You shoot the mom, I stab the kid.
We're about to become outlaws in the place we got hired to protect.
Does
Does
does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it hits.
One of them takes 7 damage.
Which one?
I wanna-
Jesus.
I'm hitting that kid in the forehead.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Poor
Okay.
Pepper.
As you
Um,
toss your firebolt out, it impacts into the child. You hear a gut-wrenching, ear-piercing, agonizing scream as the child burns away. I need you to switch your alignment
Oh.
to chaotic evil.
Oh, chaotic evil? I was neutral, so.
Yep.
Uh,
I have a feeling we're not going to be paid for this.
And-
Really? Oh, I wonder why.
And Togon, you said you were stabbing the girl. So
that was a joke. I was actually holding my action until a group walked in.
okay.
I said anybody who walked in. That's on me. I don't.
That mother is about to kill.
Okay. As this happens,
I will not blame her.
I'm glad not everybody is there to see this.
as this happens, the mother screams in a panic and in a cry, begins bawling as she tries to put out the smoldering corpse of her child.
It only had 7 health. What?
I
Oh
wish
no,
I was
It was
there.
a child.
It's a child.
yeah,
I wish
yes,
I was
right?
there. I could have
One
healed it.
hit point. It's a
Okay.
kid.
All in
I
favor,
could have. Oh, I guess I couldn't heal that. That's instant death.
As this happens, the priest screams out and rushes towards the child, trying to do anything.
Does the priest have Revivify?
Look, I literally said anything that wasn't a priest or our team. So
Maybe you should have specified all children.
You could have shot the
Oh,
adult.
no.
The adult might have had more HP.
Yeah, that's so fun.
The priest rushes in with an attempt to revivify the child, but
We fucked up.
Oh.
there is nothing to revivify.
Actually, I don't even think I'm holding an action. I'm just in shock right now that he just blew a kid's shit
How
back.
about a reincarnate?
So, guys, it was nice knowing you. We're all going to be executed for war crimes.
After the fireball
Uh,
leaves
It
his
wasn't
hand,
us,
he sees the,
technically.
after the fireball leaves his bolt leaves his hand and he sees the kid, he's just like eyes wide, like, what did I just do?
Really?
I mean, it took some time to aim. You know that.
No, I said anything that walks through the door.
I'm gonna say
That was a quick
something
draw.
Smart, like, oh shit.
Meanwhile, the rest of us just have a bad sense of something else bad having happened.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would like to specify
just
that this is
gut-wrenching
all the wizard's
feeling.
fault. I claim no responsibility.
As this happens, more clerics now begin to funnel out as the head priest that you spoke with earlier is screaming for help. And in full panic. The mother is in complete tears and is at this point choking up at what just happened to her tiny little bugbear child. As that happens, as you guys are all standing there.
Jesus fucking.
Perception check.
Oh no, you said you're in shock.
Oh my god, you people.
Look, okay,
What a great first adventure!
I didn't expect him to blow a kid's shit back.
Yeah,
Alright, I was waiting
I
for
know.
a group to come in and maybe get two of them. Not even two of them. I would be lucky if I got one, but fuck.
As that happens, you guys staring at this sight. I need Tantix to make a wisdom saving throw. At
Oh, good, I'm good at this.
At disadvantage.
I'm not good at that.
Oh.
Plot twist.
There goes one of the party members.
Yeah.
12.
I thought he was alright after he got his shit punched in.
No, that
No.
made him perceive
He said
children
more.
as thieves.
Look, I thought it was a halfling.
He was like, you know what, you want to beat me up? I'll beat someone even smaller up.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
My first session in with my first actual mission, and we end up killing a kid.
So what's
That's
that?
my-
No.
What's that?
No.
What's that?
He killed the kid. We didn't have anything
What's
to do
that?
with
What's that wisdom save there, Tantix?
You know what?
12.
12.
Rafe asked, he did it, and none of us had anything to do with it.
Who's
Tantix,
Tantix? Never heard of him.
Tantix, for some reason, out of guilt or maybe self-doubt, you turn as you hear a command inside your mind.
Oh, God.
Lift the crystal case.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Don't listen to the voices.
Tantix,
I'm
as you turn, you walk your way over, and as you do, I do need you to make a dex saving throw.
A dex save, okay.
Tantix
You
is
are
fucking
so bad.
dead.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
If he
I'm
doesn't get killed by this, I'm killing him.
14.
I was
14.
down to help anyone, but I don't think I can help you in this situation, buddy.
That is
At this point, we just think you're a traitor.
that is indeed a failure.
Yeah.
That is indeed a
I
failure.
failed. Yeah, failed.
20d6 fire damage.
However, you feel the heat of this explosion erupt over you. You are knocked prone, and you feel your body on fire and burning. You are currently ignited.
Okay.
You will take an additional 8d4 fire damage until you take an action to put the fire out. But on the initial wave of damage, you take 19 points of fire damage as you are thrown back and your body is lit with flames.
Did it disintegrate the mother?
It's lit, man.
Nope, everyone else was out of range.
Damn. Would have been ironic.
That mixtape was the shit.
And
When I'm thrown back, can I just just roll when I'm thrown back, trying to put the fire out, or no?
that'll take an action. But before we get to that, you see a smiling figure make its way up as everyone else looks up and sees the explosion that has happened. Tantix being thrown back, holding the crystal case. You all hear, "Traitors! The Azure Adventurers Guild are traitors! Working with the thieves!" As the
Can I
drow...
try and get control of the situation at all with Sorry, I don't mean to...
You can certainly try in a second, as the drow you met at the docks, Tantix, walks up, turns at you, and smiles. "Well then, I didn't think you'd be such a successful little scapegoat. I do appreciate it."
Can I stab him?
You are not within range, unfortunately. You were at one end of the place, and he takes the scales, looks at you, and just snaps his fingers and
Motherfucker.
disappears.
Tantix is just gonna roll on the ground now, just like, I'm so stupid!
Really?
So basically what we're seeing right now is you walking in there after detonating the bomb and you're throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, he's rolling on the ground. As that happens, as the clerics are now splitting up their people, trying to surround Irvan and Togon and Tantrix as they draw maces and shields.
I'm on the ground.
And each of them casting spiritual weapon, roughly surrounding you all with quite a series of armament as they try to deal with you. As that shit's sake situation is going on, to the negotiation team.
One question.
Oh,
one
great.
question.
Can I play dead before they hit me? Are they that dumb?
They're not going to hit you. They are surrounding you and are going. It looks like they're going to arrest you.
One question.
Are they chanting prayers?
They're not chanting prayers, no.
Thank God, because I'd have to ask them to stop. Just cuff me.
DD,
Yes,
does
yes.
this town have either an embassy or people who represent Beirut?
Oh, don't go running there.
Nope.
Wait, what happened?
No one in the city at all that represents the Beirut?
This is a country. This is a country of zealots, and the only embassy is in the capital.
Okay,
How far away is the capital?
Okay.
Quite a long ways away.
I'm so fucked.
Okay, what happened? Last I heard, we were surrounded. People were casting
Spiritual weapon, drawing maces and shields, and surrounding you. It looks like you guys are about to be arrested. And as that happens, we are heading over to the negotiation team.
Do we hear / see an explosion?
Not yet.
Damn.
Okay. So these guys are asking what we're doing, right?
Yep.
Oh my god.
So you see,
What did I do?
y'all
I
stole
don't really like
some crap, and we're supposed to get that crap back. So how much is it gonna cost to get that crap back?
What crap? What do you want? What kind of crap? You want poop? We'll give you poop in
Sword crap.
bags.
No, not that kind of crap. The sword.
What do you?
I woke up.
What do you want with a sword?
I walk up
Hey,
to the
from
door. I walk up to the door frame and
here,
lean on it with the
we
closed
were,
door.
Sent from the big boys up there, saying, "Hey, we want our sword back."
Look,
they
friends,
sent
I
us
say
stuff.
into the doorway. I say, look, we're just here to get something returned to its rightful owners. I'm sure we can make a deal. We don't want any trouble. My friend here's nearly pat.
Hi, yes, damn it.
So I'm gonna open the door. My hands are empty. I'm not gonna shoot at you. Don't shoot me. I open the door. My hands are up. No.
1,
No.
2.
Oh no.
Oh, I said my hands
Can
are
I
up.
try to grab him and pull him back?
Make a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I rub some of this penny
Nope.
salve on
That's like 5. Nope.
5.
Nope.
What are they rolling to hit me? Are they shooting at me?
They are. The first 2 rolled natural 19s.
Holy.
I tried to pull you out of the way. I tried, bruh.
Wait. Can I cast shield just in case?
Okay, what's that put your AC to?
It puts it to 20.
20 what?
22.
22. Okay. So that is 1 more die. Okay. 3 bullets hit you as you do manage to get shield up.
Hey, fuckers! I'm here on diplomatic mission.
You take 30 points of damage
We're all freaking screwed.
as the bullets fly out and
30?
30 points. Yes, 30. 3-0.
I close the door and I lean against the door frame again, bleeding, and I'm just like, guys, I think.
Yeah, no walking in. No walking in. No walking in.
Are you the sparrows?
We got
enough. It's fair enough.
We got the.
Are you the sparrows?
Maybe.
Maybe means
Okay.
yes, no means maybe. So yes.
No.
That's a lie, I can tell. You sound so convinced of yourself.
Yo, man, we just want the sword. We literally want nothing else. We just want the sword, and we want to stop y'all from like stealing the other crap, in the temple.
Okay, so listen, clearly,
Well,
clearly this mission didn't go as intended.
Really?
We have a mission
as you hear
to
at this
uphold
point,
it.
as you say that, you hear
Okay, so
in the distance,
see y'all stole the thing at the temple. Okay, we need that
and,
back too.
and you hear, "I will give you the sword. We actually have what we want. We'll leave it in here, and you give us 5 minutes, and you can come in and get the sword."
But yo, we also need
you
that
open
thing
the door?
back there.
Wait,
How
I
about-
literally have no weapons in my hands. I'm bleeding profusely. If you shoot me again, I'll die. So what do I have to gain from opening the door?
Sounds like a personal problem.
Sucks to be you, huh?
Guys, I turn to the people near me and I whisper, "That was an explosion." I say we cannot we just drop our cards and leave the city, fleeing as far away as we can into.
Yeah, but if we don't explain
As
the
you-
significance of the rest of us here, we're gonna have a target in our back.
You're not
Size
there.
of a fucking-
You're not there, unfortunately. As
How about counter argument?
as Mark-
You leave the sword with this one who is still bleeding out. He can't touch you anyway, and you go about your business.
as you say that, the paladin just kind of. I don't approve of this, but having a holy relic returned is important for the greater
Okay, but also
good.
you're gonna be missing that other one, so like we need to go.
Yes, I am
Sorry, man,
aware.
you're on-
It sounds that way. This is very unfortunate.
I would like to call
Yeah.
Tantic on my phone, please.
Tantic?
He's
The guy who's
able,
alive?
so basically, he's just sort of lying
Oh
there,
my
and his
God.
phone starts going. zzz, zzz.
At this,
Tantruming in,
at
we hear
this-
the fucking vibration.
Hey,
at this
No,
point,
my
at this
phone
point-
got blown out of my pocket.
Gold is,
Counter-
at this
Gold's
point,
gonna do something.
At this point, hang on, Goldtooth. At this point, you all see a bright light in the room as the sword is set on the table, as it just seems to have this radiant glow. And you hear, we're leaving. Don't you
Okay.
come in here.
Can we open door just to confirm sword
It's a
is
portal.
there? No shots, no coming
No
in.
shots.
Just open door.
You outnumber us, so if we open the door and we fire at you, you'll kill us all. so-
We'll let the whiny, wealthy one that sounds wealthy poke his head in.
Is
Wait,
Okay,
it sounds
that's-
wealthy.
That is clearly you. Go ahead.
It's fine.
I,
Go in.
I, I would like to open the door, but I don't stand in the doorway. I am poking my head around the corner of the door.
You poke your head around. You poke your head around the door, and you hear everyone go click. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh. Oh no! You can't do my boy dirty like that.
Oh! So 4.
4. You pause in fear as you feel like they were about to shoot you in the face, and that would have sucked.
You hear him scream it's a very feminine.
Ow! Ow, my ears! Ow! Ow! Ow, my sensitive fox ears.
Goldtooth is
My ears.
his patience has ran out now.
What are you going to do, Goldie?
He's barging in there. He's now pissed.
Goldtooth barges in.
And this Goldtooth dies too.
Goodbye, Gold.
He gave
No,
Hey, we're
can I try to grab him? Can I try to stop him?
Can
Can I try to like body slam? Can I try to body slam him to stop
It
him?
will be contested athletics for you to try and grab him.
Can I assist in this?
Yeah.
Because I was also trying to.
You can, but you're making your own athletics check.
Will do.
Okay, so athletics.
We all got this. I'm just gonna let
15.
15.
20.
23. Oh gosh, Pep.
I have a +7 to athletics.
So Gold needs to.
Gold got a 10.
10. You both manage to grab Goldtooth before he is able to barge his way in there holding it.
Not like this!
And you just hear, yeah, hold him back. All right, we're leaving. Bye-bye. You hear a door as you hear, go. As the door,
I just sort of I've got Goldtooth pressed up against the other side of the door frame, just holding him there. As I hear the door shut, I let him go.
If he's a
Yeah.
Can I look around to see if there's a back
it's gonna be
entrance?
personal. It's gonna be real personal.
Since our friend seems to have him pretty well pinned, and I don't really need to do much because he's got way better of a roll. Do they all sound like they've left?
sounds like they did all leave indeed.
Okay, little peek around the corner.
Looks empty. You don't see anyone leaving at the top.
They all seem to have left through the back.
Don't see
To a
anyone.
different, not
Might be out a different side of the building. Might be on the opposite side. Maybe a sewer exit.
okay. But there is that sword.
There is a sword now in the center
Let's
of the
go get
room.
the sword.
Am I noticing any of the clerics or paladins I can see in view? Are they only getting phone calls, or are they getting contact?
As you ask that
Jabbing me with a mace.
as you ask that question, you hear a sound of running footsteps making their way, and they are armored footsteps in battle plate and battle armor.
Thank God, backups on their way.
And battle armor, armed with firearms, sword and shield, as these paladins and war clerics start running their way.
Before you say anything, I turn to them and go, "Oh, thank God, some help! Can I get some healing?"
And they all
really
run
good
up the alleyway as they begin to funnel up the way you guys came, ignoring you guys.
And I'm just like, "Okay then." Did you say there was a paladin with us? Did you say there was
The
a
paladin is there. He's staring at you and, can we please go and get the sword?
Can I have some
I'm
healing
already
for
in there.
Okay.
I'm already in there.
You make your way in, and you see this glowing sword. It has 2 feathered, like angelic wings.
Yeah, holy objects.
Okay. I wish I hadn't switched out one of my spells for Cure Wounds, and I was going to use it, but didn't get the chance. So, screw it.
Yeah, the blade itself looks to be made of alabaster, with golden edges for the tips of the blade, and it's fuller.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
You pick it up. You feel a holiness kind of overtake you for a moment. You feel like, while this isn't a weapon meant for you, this is definitely a magical relic of holy power and strength.
I walk up to them and I go, mind if I carry them?
Ooh, am I back? I think I cut out.
You are back.
Okay, I'm back. Cool.
Hello. Mind if I carry that?
So last thing I heard was I saw the sword and I said I'd pick it up.
It feels very holy. It feels very divine
Magical.
as you hold it.
Okay.
I walk up to them and go, can I carry that?
Aren't
It might
you
heal
bleeding
me.
and
I don't.
shot?
Yes. I don't know if holy relics heal you. That's why I'm kind of just making sure if it does, I'd like to have some of that.
Do not think they heal you, but instead, and I'll touch him, cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Ah, much better.
Oh, that has
Can
that
I-
noise, huh?
That's 7. It's only 7 points.
Take it. Thank you.
Can I just slap him in the face with Miss Penny's healing salve?
Yes, you can.
What does
as,
that do?
as you do apply it to his bullet wounds, it wouldn't work on his face, you know that, but you apply it to the bullet wounds with a bit of force. You just kind of like, get in there.
When she does that, is she still looking hurt?
She is, yeah.
I'm gonna also
It's-
just poke her with a Cure Wounds.
It's 2d10 plus 4 healing.
Indeed.
Is that the healing self?
For you.
Yes.
Am I rolling
That's also 7 points of healing to Neffy.
Okay.
What does the healing self do again? 2d10
It
plus...
heals you for 2d10 plus 4.
Am I rolling? Okay.
You can if you'd like.
Love Miss Penny.
At this point, the paladin comes in seeing the sword and... Yes, this is the holiest of relics. You have done well. And he slaps both Marcus and Neffy on the back for healing a healing paladin touch.
Okay.
Each of you get 10 points of HP.
Yay.
Yes, we found your sword,
full
and
again.
I kind of like waved the sword a little bit. We found your sword.
Do not wave it like that. You will cut someone's face off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You must be
I wave
careful with
my
holy
other-
relics.
I will. And I wave with
It's
my
a
other hand. We
lightsaber.
found your sword.
You won't
Yes.
wave it again.
Yes, please let me have the holy relic.
Is this is one of the paladins? This is one of the good guys, right?
This is one of the paladins, yeah.
Well, for
Okay.
now.
Insight.
Well, we don't know.
You want an insight?
You know
Sure,
what? Sure.
Okay.
sure. That is a whopping 11.
11,
Yep.
21.
21. He
I love
seems
these dice my brother gave me.
he seems like a good guy. He seems like he's just eager to prove his worth as a paladin.
Oh god.
Can I take a photo of the sword?
Yes, you can.
You take a photo of me just like holding the sword, like
Actually, I get us into a group and I take a selfie.
Yo, you better
group
get
with
the
the
group
sword?
chat, yeah.
Group selfie.
I
with
post it,
the
I post it in our group chat.
Meanwhile, I'm just holding it.
Standing outside.
Wilder,
then-
while you're taking the photo, Wilder looks utterly bewildered, but is still holding the sword.
The paladin's holding the sword as well, and he's like pointing to it, making the.
Like,
Oh, yo, he's in the selfie too? Fuck yeah, homie.
and then
he's like pointing at Wilder, probably like, "Yeah, boy."
He
I
doesn't even
text,
know.
I
either.
text that photo. I text that photo to Kaiden and Eleanor.
Text it
Okay.
to everyone. Text it to everyone.
I text it to the group
Make a
chat, and I
group
text it
chat.
to the crown. I text it to Eleanor Crash and Kaiden.
The,
And
the,
as I'm handing the sword over, I'm like, "Okay, how do we text this to guild leader?"
Oh my
Just-
god, guys.
I also here. Let me give you my phone number. I want a photo of this for my friends
Oh
to
my
see
God.
that we.
We all get there.
I sent him the photo to. I sent him the photo for.
All right, we have to get going. He takes the sword and he starts running.
Hey, you said don't wave it around. Be careful.
Wave it around.
Don't run with holy relics.
It's like running with scissors. I'll be fine.
You told me not to, so I'm telling you not to.
As he starts.
I'm right behind him now.
All right.
I'm right behind. I'm right behind the sword-wielding paladin. Like, I'm just gonna watch this child with scissors.
Surprisingly enough, thanks to his athletics modifier getting him just to a 15, he does not trip. and he does not impale
I'm
himself.
glad that I was just like Mama running behind him, like, don't run with scissors, don't run with scissors, bad child.
So based on your roll,
It would have been way funnier if he just fell and just like skewered himself on this holy.
This poor boy would have hurt himself so many.
You know what I just realized? We would have been blamed if he tripped and fell on that sword. We would have been blamed.
even worse.
We would have taken blame for that.
You should be vlogging the whole thing. You should be vlogging it.
Yeah, I'm live streaming it.
Who has
On the phone.
who has the GoPro?
Oh God, Marcus kicks
And
on the
you're just-
live stream as the phone as he's chasing, and you hear, you
just see, we found the sword.
you hear him shout, "For the Triune!
Yeah,
For
whatever
the
that is.
Divine!" As he
Yes,
starts
yes, that.
making his way down. He is charging into battle at this point.
What's his name? Do we know his name?
You don't know his name yet.
Yeah, he gave us a phone number.
He
He
gave
gave us
us-
a
Yeah,
phone
I
number.
gotta-
He gave you-
he's a homie. We gotta keep in touch.
Hey, homie, what is your name?
What's
Oh,
your name,
God,
good
guys.
sir?
For justice!
Okay, his name is...
Justice.
All right. Cool, Justin.
That is a good name. Your mother named you well.
Okay,
As-
mouth really close to Mike.
I name you eccentric.
as you guys start running your way back, trailing a good like 5 minutes behind the paladins and the war clerics, the rest of you
I'm right behind our boy.
are gathered into a central area. The mother is being consoled by some of the nuns
no.
and the faithful
Oh, no.
as the body of what's left of the child has been covered with a sheet.
I walk up to the nearest like person who
breathe it
looks like
in.
they've been here.
This
and I
is
go,
this
"What
is
happened?"
you guys haven't gotten there yet.
I don't see any problems here for the alliance.
I would
Am I
like
still-
to call. I would like to call. Who was at the temple again? It was.
You are getting no
Tanic-
answer. You are getting no answer from their phone at this point.
Oh, no.
Tantix, Irvon, and Togon, you are all sat in a pew, surrounded by spiritual weapons.
Am I still on fire?
You are not on fire. The fire has been
Okay.
put out.
So what if I just drop? Will they think that I'm dead? No.
No,
Probably not.
they're
That's
watching you. They're watching you.
I don't think
kill
they
them.
care. I just.
I'm gonna Misty step out of there.
Oh no! Don't make it
Oh.
worse.
We
Oh,
haven't.
man.
Let me talk you out of this.
I- well,
we can,
we
do
kind
something,
of-
we can work something
There's,
out.
there's a chance we can talk our way out of this. I think
We're
I'd
your
rather take
friends,
that than
damn it,
making
let
it
us
work.
help you.
You try to miss.
I got a feeling I'm gonna die.
I killed a kid.
You try to misty step, and the shackles give a slight buzz.
You didn't say we were shackled.
You are. I'm sorry. Did I not? That's my bad. You are.
Okay,
you,
if we're shackled, I'm not trying, but I didn't know we were shackled.
you are shackled. They have you set and shackled. I'll let you keep the spell slot. That's my bad, missing that piece. I thought I said it. Dyslexia getting the better of me. Yay! As you sit there, holding yourselves, the high priest of the Temple of Triune arrives.
Great.
Oh no!
Cantus just
Oh,
has
no.
his head in his hands, like. you
Can we
sick,
can
what
we
did I
see
do?
can we see them? Can we see
Not
those
at this
three?
not at this point yet. Not at this point yet.
I make a comment
Yes,
about
so
the dress because
the-
I know nothing of religion.
The high priest looks down at you all.
Cantus is just shaking his head in his hands.
This
I'm just like,
is
what
a
are you-
very, very trying situation.
Oh shit! We got our work cut out for us, negotiation team.
Did we?
Yeah.
Just leave me to die.
You have failed in your duty, and you have killed a child. This is
I killed a child. They
very
did not.
troublesome. You are one as a team,
We got this.
so you as a group suffer the punishment.
Oh.
When your allies arrive, they too will suffer judgment. Now,
I don't think we'll be allowed in this country anymore.
why did you strike a child?
I thought I was preparing because we had people outside. I was preparing to shoot anyone who wasn't clergy or our group. Then this woman just walks in with her kid. And I fired.
Shoot first, ask questions
I
later.
hate to be this guy.
Yeah.
I hate to be this guy, but can I throw him under the bus and be like, "Why did you walk in and remove the explosive crystal?"
That is another good question. Why did you do this?
There was a voice in my head, and I couldn't. It sounds crazy, I know, but I couldn't control myself, and
I
I just.
immediately head table.
You were forced to do this, or are you insane?
Would I
Yes.
choose? Would I choose to go and grab something that we were meant to protect? No.
Would he choose to go and grab something that
I'm-
would explode? Probably not.
But
I'm
he
pretty
chose to
sure-
shoot a child. How do we know?
So you are saying you are magically influenced.
Yes, because I saw this drow. I saw who took it.
I will
Ah.
mention that if
You
we
shouldn't
do
say that
want to
in the Holy
confirm,
Nation.
we could have someone do it, detect magic to learn the truth, analyze thoughts.
Cast
Oh,
them-
and
cast
I could
a
also
zone-
I could also stir up
cast a
something with
zone-
investigation if it helps.
Cast Zone of Truth on me.
I believe you.
Cool. Now take my head because I killed a kid.
Wait, did you just say take your head? No, that's not. Whoa.
Holy shit.
That is not for me to decide. That is for your guildmaster to decide.
Oh shit. Oh, that's worse.
Oh, that's a fate worse than death.
Oh.
No.
And I mentioned to the high priest that if some of us do survive, we'll try to find something that can bring back.
It's too late.
I'd like to say to the
There
high
are
priest
still-
that the mission
there's
isn't over
still
yet because there's
possibly-
still a trail.
DD, can we run inside with the sword going, we found the sword?
At this
At
point, yes, you
On
burst through and
we,
everyone hears, "Justice has prevailed!"
we got the sword!
We found it! We found the sword! We
And
found
then
the
I
sword.
quickly, as I shout, I notice the situation, lower my arms
like,
and go, we got the
Oh
sword.
shit.
On the run there, could I have been attempting mark the word attempt to text the guildmaster or whoever is in charge of like knowing our missions are complete that we got the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Mark the word attempt because this
Mhm.
is Wilder.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. It's easy enough. You've been shown, Wilder, how to use a phone. And
I can't read though, I'm illiterate, so I don't know that I'm selecting the right person.
I will say easy enough as Wraith would have simply put his face there as a photo for you to realize, just to help you.
Aw, Papa Wraith gave us a photo.
Papa Wraith,
Papa Wraith,
Papa
that's a
Wraith will
big
absolutely
someone
do that.
I'll walk up to Papa Wraith and be like, "You got games on your phone?"
He does, and he is
So,
max
okay.
level with max
He has a
everything.
game about himself on that phone.
So, you're just
So
telling
as
me
we
that
run
I
in,
grind.
I've already texted that, and as we run in, I kind of like pause seeing the situation and just like snap a photo and also send it, and just like with a question mark, like question mark. So Papa Wraith also now knows something else is going on.
Okay.
As we walk inside, I would like to get my phone, and I'd like to just call Ray.
As you
Why are
do,
we-
Hey, Papa Ray.
as you do, the line is busy, and you hear do 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 coming from the high priest of the Triune.
Oh my god.
phone.
Oh,
Can
no,
we try
no.
calling?
No.
I would like to just like
This way.
casually hide behind Neffin.
I
I'm
made a
gonna- I'm-
comment about his dress. I'm fucking dead, guys.
You.
I'm just gonna make.
Can
make
I try to
myself
phone Morgan?
smaller.
And I just say, I might have told Wraith I might have sent Wraith a picture. But we found the sword.
You.
We
Jesus.
still have a drow to fight. We still have a drow to get. Can we go do that?
You hear. Yes. Ah. You're authorizing that then.
Take my head. Just take my head.
One child.
Oh,
Oh God, no.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what about the child?
Fire.
Wait, somebody killed the child?
Here it
Correct.
comes.
Who killed the child?
I killed
Someone-
a child.
You what?
I shot
You're
a
about
child.
to taste my
Yeah.
glaive, so like, I mean,
Phoenix killed a child.
Oh my
And
fucking...
Marcus,
That
Marcus,
kid shit
activated
Hey,
the-
Dave,
I will
Marcus
test
will
my-
walk up
can I
to the
test
nearest
my
also
own
wall.
activated the trap to the
You're-
scales.
Marcus walks up to the nearest wall and starts hitting his head into it slowly.
I
Correct.
just...
Crack.
I think
Crack.
it's acceptable.
I
The-
just hide my face in my palms, just
The-
disbelievingly.
The high priest
No,
raises a hand to quiet you all.
He's already has his face in his hands already.
Your
He's just
guildmaster would like to inform you that
Not
none of
bad.
you are getting paid.
Sorry to hear that.
What?
None of
You
you
gotta-
Okay.
are getting paid.
That's cool.
Yeah. I kind of expected
Okay.
as much, but I still want to go see if there's a drow we can find.
And
And
that money will be used to resurrect the child.
That's
I'm
good.
fine with that.
Thank fuck.
I am
my
fine.
noble
I am
man
per-
wanting to
I
make
am-
money heart goes.
I am perfectly fine
Why
with
does everyone run to God the minute something bad happens?
Tentix, Tentix, I need you to go ahead and make... I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no!
Oh,
He's
no.
go-
God damn it.
Yeah,
20.
20. You feel your alignment as you are showing truthful signs of remorse and your heart breaking from this. You feel that pain. There is a bit of relief and a bit of hope. You can change your alignment back to neutral.
Sweet.
Also, I assume
However-
a blessing is off the table.
However, I would like you to mark on your character sheet 2 points of corruption,
Where do I do that?
wherever notes can be stored.
Okay, it's not an actual status effect.
It's not an actual status effect, nope.
I'm going to assume there's no blessing for this mission.
As you ask that, the the high priest, yes, we can provide that for the
Okay.
wizard. Yes.
Oh no! I mean,
This will be doable.
like-
I appreciate your candor.
Oh!
He
Sorry,
hangs
that
up the
isn't just
phone,
a-
and you watch Tantrix as the high priest grabs you, brings you over to the child, kneels you down, removes the sheet, sits to the floor. You will watch as this child is brought back to life. Is that understood? And you will then apologize for what you have done.
Don't shoot him again.
I swear to God, if you shoot him again, I'm going to kill you myself.
Better not.
Do you understand your punishment?
What was the punishment again? Sorry, my stuff cut out.
You are to watch this child be brought back to life. And you will apologize.
And if I don't apologize,
I will remove your kidney
ooh, can we make it the heart?
and your liver
Can we make it the
Oh.
lung?
and
You
one
can't drink like that.
and one lung.
Okay. And are you gonna heal? Are you gonna heal me back, or are you just gonna let me bleed?
No.
What do you think, mate? What do you
you
fucking
will heal slowly. I highly suggest you do this.
Hmm.
Otherwise,
Marcus, by the way, hasn't stopped hitting his head into the wall this whole time.
otherwise, I have been informed to remind you that you will spend a good amount of time in the mirror.
What the?
Oh
You're right.
no.
So
Okay, so now that begs the question. I want to know.
to mainly atone for my transgressions, he's sounding as cocky as he can. Just take all those, and I'll just go in the mirror.
No.
Oh,
Paladins, do make sure he watches the whole thing.
And just gonna have my eyes closed and like look away if they force my eyes open.
I'm gonna walk up behind him, put my hands on his head, face him towards the body of the child.
So you're
Put my
joining in.
fingers to pull his
Is the
eyes
mother
open.
still there?
The mother is still there, and the paladins are helping you do this. As the clerics set the ritual, the high priest begins the incantation.
Tantix is just looking around the room
Is,
now.
The mother.
Is the mother still there?
The mother is still there.
Can I just
Well,
like go over to her and just like put my hand on her shoulder, just like comfortingly or something?
You can.
Tantix is just looking at the roof. He's like, "Ooh,
There is no
Are we
roof.
still
Your head is
terrorists in the-
faced.
I am.
Your
would
head
you
is
like to
your
make a
head
check?
is your head is faced square at the at the
he's
at the
He's not
boy.
looking at it. He's not looking at it though. He's just looking around.
That's
Do
fine.
all the paladin guards still think we're terrorists?
At this point, you don't know, but you are no longer shackled. Togon and Irvan.
As I'm holding his head, I use my spare hand, and I would like to call my father.
Where's your father?
I would like to call. I would like to call Duke Voron of Beirut. TD.
He's phoning a friend.
Who are you, Severus Snape?
You
Hey, wait, wrong Harry Potter character.
you unfortunately get no response.
He's busy.
There is no answer.
Maybe
call
he
my
works night
mother
shift or some
instead?
shit, right?
It is quite late in the evening.
Oh
he
yeah,
works-
wait.
he probably works.
Time
Time zone wise, what time is it in Beirut right now?
It's the same time. It's a few hours ahead, but it is the same time.
Wait a second. Are they in the same time zone? Do they have time zones here? I don't.
They
imagine
do.
them.
Of course they have time
There is.
zones.
They're about 2 hours ahead, which would make it about 2 a.m.
Oh, no, they're asleep.
Oh,
I hang up and go, shit.
At this
and
point,
then I let go. I let go of his head and I gesture to one of the paladins to hold it as I walk
Oh, they
up to
do.
the bugbear.
Yeah.
I walk up to the bugbear lady and I go, I'm sorry about the idiot, but when I can get in contact with my father, I will arrange for a dividend to be sent to you. You'll always have a place to stay if you ever visit Wolf.
He wants to. He wants you to suck his cock.
Oh no, I didn't know you were into the bugbears.
No, I am just trying to solve this issue that you've caused by killing a child!
I just say to her, I cannot apologize for idiots. I am
am not
Maybe.
supporting his actions. I would be happy to ruin his life. But what
Well,
I
I
can
just
do
kind of
knowing
lean
you.
her away. I just kind of lean her away from this display. I cannot apologize for idiots.
yes.
Goldtooth's gonna do something.
I
What's that,
leave a
Goldtooth?
message. I call
Oh,
when
he
I
just
call my
smashed
father.
my
I
head.
leave a message after the beep, and I go, "Father, there's a bugbear lady. What's your name, by the way?"
Goldie just smashed my head.
Asandrak.
I go, "There's a bugbear lady in the town of what's the town name again, DD Attic?
Sol Ulag.
Sol Ulag in Solnoon. I say her name. I don't remember it. It's too complicated. And I go, could you arrange for some either wealth or assistance to be sent her way? A bit of an issue. I don't want to describe it now on the phone, but call me.
Okay.
Call me
Goldie?
when-
Somebody killed a
Goldie?
child!
Goldie, what are you?
Nephew just
What are you
yelled that
doing?
into the phone.
What?
What are you doing, Goldie?
Goldie's gonna take what's left of his money and basically give it to the bugbear lady.
How much
and
money
then
is
take
that?
off his. That's 150 credits,
Okay. You transfer her 150 credit, and she's.
and he's going to do something that
Thank you.
may make him bite his own tongue, but he's taking off his fancy red hat and giving it to her.
Aww.
I appreciate this, but
No, take it. I cannot apologize much as for my idiot friend.
This is.
It wasn't. It was reactionary.
This
No, no,
is-
no, no.
This
Idiot,
sorry.
idiot accomplice. I wouldn't
Just-
call him a friend
this
He
is-
had enough
this
time
is-
to distinguish there was two targets.
This is okay. Just please, you keep your clothing. It's.
Actually, Goldie doesn't ever wear a shirt. That's actually kind of terrifying.
You won't
Please,
take off your
please,
pants now.
please keep your clothing. What clothing you do wear?
Actually, what I will do is I get a piece of paper out with like, and I start signing it, and I go, if you're ever in Beirut, you can use this to get discounts. Just tell them that you're friends of Marquis Marcus. That I'm.
Okay. At this point, as you guys are doing this, the child is slowly being melded back together.
Can I go into the explosion room and maybe see?
Yeah.
It's getting
Go ahead and make an investigation check as you start looking around Togon.
Melded back together.
Yeah, you watch as like as the flesh begins to restitch itself and regrow and kind of expand into this flesh. It expands back into flesh quite plainly as it rebuilds itself. Very Mass Effect 2 style, Lazarus Project style, as it just kind of puts itself back together. Over the next minute, the child laying there with the cloth wrapped around their body for modesty, eyes flicker open after a moment, seeing you. It's up and who are you?
You're on Mick.
I then walk up behind I walk up behind Tentix and I grab his collar and I start dragging him the fuck away from this.
Oh, I don't have to apologize. Yay!
He has to
The
say
paladins.
sorry.
The paladins will not let you. The paladins.
Sorry. I will let him apologize. Then I drag him away.
The paladins hold you there, and the boys just why am I wearing a towel?
Oh, you had a nice little fire bath, kid.
Oh, you said that!
God. You just said that!
Stir the fire!
Well, as he starts saying that, I just plant my hand on his fucking face, over his mouth.
It was always burning. The world would turn and start the fire.
As you say that, one of the paladins gives you a swift knee to the ass.
Oh.
To the ass.
With a steel plated knee, and it hurts. It hurts. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's got a real big toy there, don't he?
Reel that in. The high priest sets a hand on you. Why don't you tell him what you need to say?
I hold like his collar and I pull it back a bit, like tightening the grip on his neck just a little bit, not to cause pain, just to make it know that I'm doing, that I'm definitely staring the fuck right at Tantric.
He says he looks at the priest. He's like, "What? That I burned him?"
Oh my god!
You're just asking to die at this point.
Yeah, that I gave him baptism of fire.
I
Just
plant my hand on the
apologize.
man's. I plant my hand on his mouth, and I look at the high priest, and I give him a look of. Hold on a sec. I plant my hand on the mouth of Tantrix, and I lean next to his head, and I go, "If you don't apologize in the next 10 seconds,
He bites his ear.
Personally, drag you through a hell so bad you won't feel any bones in your body."
He's gonna bite him.
You're gonna bite
You're
his
gonna bite
hand.
my
You're gonna
hand.
attempt to
You're
bite
gonna
his
bite him?
hand.
Yeah, he's gonna bite him.
This is great.
All right, you have disadvantage.
I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah. Also, Lawful Stupid RPG, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to you and yours. Welcome to tonight's clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck? Yeah, clusterfuck is the right word.
Look, guys, I just didn't mean
It's
to
the
burn
only
the
word.
child.
You could have shot the adult.
Nappy.
Or, hear me out, you could have shot neither of them.
Okay, so what am I rolling to bite him?
You're making a
Wild there.
1d20 plus your strength modifier at
Does he have
disadvantage.
disadvantage? Yeah.
Okay, let me do this real quick. What's my strength mod? I actually have a decent strength modifier. Let's go.
Oh no, this isn't helping your case though.
Okay, that one doesn't hit.
All right, you try to
what did
bite.
you roll?
I can't get any worse than a 5. So
You
What
try
did you
to
roll?
try to bite, and you are not able to find any grip onto
I bite my own tongue.
onto the glove. As you do that, the high priest simply smiles. Well, if that's the case, we can simply remove your tongue.
Oh, please do me
I
a
open his
favor.
mouth.
That will make spell casting quite impossible for you.
I mean, do it.
I would like to turn him to face me, and I slam my head into his.
Oh, come on. I'm so close to dead. Just do it.
Oh, I don't want. I'm not doing it to kill. I'm not doing it to kill. I'm doing it to take him down to 1 hit point minimum.
What's the
But
punishment for
I just want
killing?
to. I just want to fuck him up a bit. I want to like shake his head around a bit. I want to slam my head into his with my.
Okay. What
Do I have
was
to roll?
what was
Do I
yeah, you have advantage. She is grappled. What was
Sweet.
your investigation check there, Togon?
Oh, what's up? Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. That's a no go. It was a 14.
A 14. Actually, you do find in the ash of the burnt material, you actually do find footprints leading out to a side door of the temple.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, by the way, I'm doing Unsettling Visage, so you have disadvantage on the hit now, so it's basically just straight normal.
Normal roll
Are the
then.
guards even like concerned that I'm walking in?
I'll roll again.
They're
then.
they're keeping an eye on you.
Am I proficient in headbutt?
No, it's an unarmed strike. It's an unarmed strike, effectively.
14 to hit.
So I
you-
finger gun to him in the door and kind of give him a skeptical eye look.
You match.
That is
so
a
I
hit
hit.
then.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, which is 1 plus strength, so 1 plus 4.
Okay.
I slam my head into yours, and you take 5 points of damage.
As you do that,
And I look you dead in the eyes, and I go,
the high priest looks at the boy. You see, my boy.
And-
This
And then he says, "You listen to this priest, buddy. He'll just get you burned again."
this is why you don't turn out like a piece of shit.
Oh,
Goldtooth is going to laugh.
Small nephew voice, can I go home now?
This is
I would
why
like
You just heard me in the next room go like, "Oh!" obnoxiously loud.
this is
Goldtooth
why
is just gonna mutter in Draconic. We should have brought Davos.
this is
I
why
mutter in Draconic back. I know.
this is why, my boy, you need to strive to be better than what people expect you to be.
Listen to him. He's totally telling you the truth.
I'm gonna agree with the priest.
I would like to.
No.
I would like to pull a piece of rope out of my backpack, and I would like to wrap it around him.
Return to your mother.
I kind
Like
of
a
like
gag.
throw my
The-
head through the door and go
the-
like,
the
I don't
boy
like
just-
religious-
The boy just nods and gets up and you're mean for killing people.
Oh.
And makes
Oh,
his
okay.
way off to his mother.
How old is this child, Didi? How old is the child?
Yeah.
Don't shoot him again.
Maybe about
How
6.
old is...
6.
I killed a 6-year-old? Are you
Oh.
kidding
Can I-
me?
Hell yeah.
Does the 6-year-old have a
Goldtooth is
credit
going to
account?
actually crack his knuckles.
Does
at-
not.
at
As
him.
you do this,
Can I
the,
just
the high priest waves a hand to stop you from tying him. Unshackle the wizard.
Right when he
Why?
unshackles me, I'm misty stepping. Right when it does, I'm misty stepping.
That's
I
fine.
don't-
Where
I
do you
don't think
misty step
can,
to?
though, with someone in... Okay.
Where do you misty step to?
30 feet towards the nearest exit.
I
So
thought you
the-
were gonna say I missed it to the child and wring his neck.
So to the
Oh, God.
to
You're
the
like, I'm just gonna teleport in front of the
so
child and blow
so to the front door. You misty step to the front door.
Yes, and I will fight my way through.
No one's gonna
Oh.
fight you. They just watch you, glare at you, and they'll let you
Good.
go.
Good. I'm not going back to the guild.
Oh, what?
And as I do, I throw a fireball in the middle of the room.
Oh.
Oh.
Can
I
I?
had to do that.
Do I?
Bro.
Can I?
Directly on top of the kid.
Oh,
Can
Cool.
You can't do that now.
Yo, can't
He's
I?
getting the dice. You can still take it back. He's getting the
Can you
dice.
please?
No,
Yeah.
it's too late. It's too late now.
Well, I'd like to point out that I am still right there with the mother, who is still with the kid now.
Oh, you also did friendly fire too now.
Yeah.
I walked
PD.
away. I will say I walked to the where the kid was.
As
lying
you
down
go-
and to him.
As you go to cast a fireball at people who were doing a just thing,
Come on, do it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
Your alignment goes
you
back to Caleb.
find yourself paralyzed.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Oh.
Ooh.
Your guild patch activates,
Oh.
That's a thing.
Okay, this is good to know.
Why didn't it stop it when he shot the shot?
and
I
you
don't trust
find
any of that.
yourself locked in place. The spell
Oh, cool.
fizzles out.
I look at him and go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
I'll carry him.
And you hear in your mind, well, now, you are quite an evil
So that-
individual.
It's not that I'm evil. It's just, well, revenge is nice.
You have broken guild code by attempting to kill your allies by throwing a fireball into their location.
And
This
I would have
is-
done. I would have done anything. Gotten away with it too. With that, if it wasn't for those rotten kids.
This is quite a dilemma.
Is it?
I think I'm going to have to, well, put you away permanently.
You think if I asked him, he'd take me to the mirror?
Wait. Am I still there or?
You are
Question,
still
Diddy,
there.
what the fuck is the mirror?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
You're about
dude.
to find
I
out.
want to know where it is.
Before
He's about to
that
find
all
out for sure.
happens, can I just,
The
while I'm
mirror?
like with the mother and with the kid, can I just like kneel down in front of the kid, just like put my hands on his shoulders, and just say, someone bad tried to do something very bad and succeeded, and he might not apologize for it, but I want to.
Do I have one more
Not-
cast of?
You do not deserve
is-
these, and you will grow up now to be a better man.
Hmm?
Goldtooth's gonna go and try to throw the traitorous wizard over his shoulder.
You don't know that. All you saw was him paralyzed.
Oh.
And
still not
as
there?
he is there for a moment, and you hear, why don't you come home? And your mind tantrums as you blink out. You find yourself now back in the bar. The bar is empty.
Ooh, fun.
It is just you and Wraith in front of a mirror.
Oh no.
Oh, so this is the mirror, huh? Okay.
I mean,
Wraith smiles.
Kind of a little.
Well, I hope you spend a long time thinking about what you've done. This is unfortunate. What you've done breaking guild code is, well, bad for business.
I hope you know when I get out of here. Those, if I ever get out of here, those who are there, they're going to hurt.
You won't. My traps, you don't get out of. He reaches back and taps the mirror, which you see ripple in front of you. And I need you to make a charisma save.
Oh no.
He got a pocket dimension. I
A
like
charisma
that.
save?
Charisma
Charisma
save.
save. Okay.
I don't know that though.
how did this go this badly?
I
don't
really
know,
don't
dude.
know.
I really thought that.
I know exactly where this went bad.
I know.
Yeah.
It started.
This is-
It all started with the fight ring.
Sorry, when I said
This is a first for me.
Yeah.
I told you I had a challenge to die. I didn't die, but I got put in a mirror.
I
got
count
a 4.
it. I count it as a PK.
You got a 4?
I got a 4.
Okay. You feel an unruly amount of pain as
Okay.
your flesh begins to tear from your muscle. You watch as it gets sucked inside the mirror, as something seems to be drawing you in.
Black hole.
Followed by your flesh is your muscles, as the
Rhea
meat of your
repulsive scream.
as the meat of your body is pulled from you. Your eyes still staring, looking at you as you are nothing more than a skeleton and organs. Then you feel something else entirely get drawn out of you, something that makes you feel empty for a brief moment as you see a spectral version of yourself get drawn into the mirror. Then finally, as you take one final blink, you skeletal figure and bones, skeletal figure and organs drawn in. You feel your figure impact into the meat, impact into the flesh, and it all ties itself back together as if 1,000 stitches are being put through your body at one moment.
Ow.
As you look
Is
around,
that what the mirror does?
you see you are in a square room where you can see the person next to you. You can almost touch them,
Someone next to me?
but you can't hear them. You see them screaming in agony, in anger, in fear, in hatred. As they tear at themselves, you see them pulling at flesh, screaming out, but you hear nothing. Just silence. You can't even hear yourself. It is incredibly unnerving and maddening.
Oh,
As
so it's
you've-
like the silent rooms where it's like
As all you hear of your heartbeat. The people around you, you see millions in their own little 5x5 cube of space.
Oh, so he been stocking up on people a long time then.
All around you. Quite a lot.
I'm gonna learn sign language.
I have a question, Diddy.
And that is where Tantrix ends his story.
Okay.
Have we seen this mirror in the bar before? Is there a mirror just in the?
There is a mirror behind the bar counter.
Okay.
I'm so happy I completed my challenge.
I don't know why that was your challenge.
I don't know
Someone-
either.
I really didn't want it.
Moving on.
In the
Just
crowd of
to
people,
the-
I would like to stand on like a little like, or at least get on a higher spot, and I go, ladies
Can
and
I just
gentlemen.
walk out that back door and continue my investigation?
You can, as
Just
Gold's gonna follow. Okay.
I'm
Will the guards let
gonna
me, or are they?
help
Do they
do
even care anymore?
investigation as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantages. You have Goldie and Irvon helping you with investigation.
Alrighty, here. Let's see if I don't roll like 6 this time.
Jesus Christ. I hereby dub this episode the Wizard's Disgrace.
I got a 13 this time.
13. Okay. Following the hallway down, as the others finish up talking with the people inside, and your mission is to continue searching for the scales. You follow the path and look down the hallway. You watch it for a moment. You see no movements. You sit there for maybe about 2 minutes, Togon, and eventually you spot a bit of soot on the floor. It definitely took a lot more time. Whoever this is definitely able to use that time to get further away. But you do see that they have gone down this path. You're not sure where it leads. And eventually the rest of the group catches up to you.
I'm a rogue. I shouldn't be in front.
One last thing, DD, before I follow the group. I shout to the crowd of people out front of the temple. I go, ladies and gentlemen, this may look bad. It looks very bad. actually, for the Azure Adventuring Company. However, I would like to state that that man, the wizard who caused all this issue, was secretly or otherwise evil, and does not represent the ideals of the Azure Adventuring Company or of any other people working with him. If you have any complaints, please contact the guild on Silver Reef. That does not represent the company as a whole. That is a bad apple in a.
I can see his ass handing out business cards and shit too.
I hand out business cards.
Just pulls them straight out of his arm, whipping them.
I'm sure if you have any issues, you can contact our customer complaint service.
Oh no!
I give a number that it might not be,
no.
it might or might not. I would like, if you have any questions, please ask me.
If I call and an Indian answers the phone again, dude,
As,
I swear.
as Wraith is going
Oh
to
my
be
God.
more annoyed. Okay. As you.
I just want to finish my little tiny speech to the boy.
Yep.
Just telling him, be a good man, and don't let the misdeeds of terrible men shape your future. And we're just pat him on the shoulder and pat the mother and follow my allies.
Okay. So you make your way out.
I do a group call and I go, I will catch up shortly. I just need to go do something. Give me like 5 minutes. And I walk to the Temple of the
You're walking back out.
Yeah, I'm walking out of the Temple of. I'm walking out of the Temple of Igni, and I'm walking
Because we've
to
separated the
Temple of-
party enough.
What are you
Yeah.
looking for at the Temple of the Triune?
I am looking for the shrub.
For the
Or
shrine?
whatever represents. I'm looking for whichever one represents Rixos.
That would be to the left.
And I would like, and I kneel down and I start praying for forgiveness for me and my friends.
Okay, so you're
I
taking.
kneel-
So okay,
yeah.
so you're gonna have to run as quickly as possible to catch up.
Yeah.
So okay.
I spend like 30 seconds, 40 seconds praying, and I go, forgive us, please, and I start running towards where I think my friends went.
Okay. You make your way back over to the rest of the group where they've been sitting waiting for you. As they sit at a hallway, time wasting whoever this was, getting further and further away.
I'm sure it's fine.
You guys are grouped back together, standing at the edge of this hall.
Is there any like weird sense that we can pick up on if there's like some? You said that somebody saw these footprints. I'm imagining that we're gathering around these.
Yep, that would be
Foot tracks.
Togon. Go ahead and make a perception check with the old sniffer.
Okie doke. I'm rolling so bad tonight on everything. That's 8. Nope.
Not able to.
Smells like dust.
It smells like dust. Smells like old incense and maybe a bit of sage.
At least that smells nice.
Could I have
Nuffy, maybe you can smell something.
What'd you say, Togon?
Sure, I'll try.
Could I have assisted on that at all?
Not on smell,
sniffing?
unfortunately.
That's why I just suggested it to Nuffy.
That's an 11.
11. You guys, unfortunately, are not able to pick up any sense. It's quite difficult, quite impossible for you to even get a hint of where this person could be.
Let me try with my human nose. It's my turn now. Bad jokes aside, I guess I'm just gonna keep following the trail. All right.
All right, go ahead and make another investigation check.
Should I just make it known that I'm also looking for traps too, or is that something? I have to say?
Certainly.
All right. Another investigation, you said?
Please.
Roll. Hey, 22.
22. That's good. That's good because the DC went up a little bit higher since you're looking for two separate things. As you start making your way down, you find another exit, and just as you're about to walk out this door, you spot a tripwire. And as you follow the tripwire, you see it is actually connected to a grenade.
Oh, we got 2 live bombs in this then.
This one looks like it was quickly set up, but expertly set down. As all of you see this in the group.
Oh, I called that out, right? I
Yep.
hope I called that out.
Yep.
Thank God.
Can you disarm it?
Well, I mean, I could try it. I think I have tools, but I don't know if I specialize in that. I could take a look.
You would be using your thieves' tools in an attempt to disarm the trap.
Step far enough back just in case he fails.
Okay.
What would I could tell you if I could fail right now based on what the roll is.
Yep, it's gonna be a
trust in
thieves.
the rogue abilities and stand
Realistically,
close.
if something does go bad, we should probably stand a little back in
It's
case.
going to be a thieves' tools check.
Okay. I do have thieves' tools, but what do I roll with that? Is
It would
a
be
plus
your
to anything?
it would be your dexterity and your proficiency. And what did you take for expertise?
My expertises lie in investigation and stealth.
Okay, so you did not take thieves' tools. Okay. So go ahead and make a d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency mod.
Sorry, I'm new to this sheet.
No worries.
Proficiency +3. Okay, good. So that's only one less than my regular roll. Let's hope this is something. Oh, that's a nat 1. That's a 7.
Not one. This is why I stepped back.
That's why I stepped back as well.
Yeah. Oh, daddy.
Okay.
Kinky. Yep. Yeah, I
So,
did.
I was standing right behind him. I was being confident.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna learn.
I had luck, you see. I had luck on my side till that one came around. It was bound to
If
Yeah,
happen.
only
this
you
is-
actually had luck.
This
Yeah, I
is
know,
where we
right?
play the Wayne June. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Well, this is gonna hurt.
As the
This
grenade,
gonna hurt.
as you attempt to disarm the grenade, it, and you watch as the pin flies and both you and Goldtooth. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Did I get enough time to say, oh shit, at least?
Yeah, I'd say you have enough time to say, "Oh shit!" This definitely went south quite quick.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect that. You never expect the nat 1s.
Never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh my god.
Wait, my proficiency is...
Well, this
oh,
is
saving
where
throw
I'm
modifier.
going to
Okay,
get
that's
there.
all right. Yeah. I got a 16.
I got a 14.
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this chat so you guys can focus.
You can stay. You can stay.
No, my phone. I'm on my phone. It's about to die.
All right.
So I'll
You take it easy, dude.
Have a good one.
Bye.
And if I ain't see
Later.
you again, you have a good night.
You owe me 2,500.
Yep.
All of
Tantix
us.
did. Tantix did. I don't.
Grumble.
You bet your ass I'm taking
All right,
a trip to
what
that
was
area
your-
to have a stern talking to.
What was your dex save, Togon?
Oh, it was 16.
16 and Goldtooth.
14.
14.
Phyllis betrayed me.
Phyllis does betray. Phyllis does betray on a regular, unfortunately. Give me a quick second as I have to readjust. Oh, son of a monkey.
Yeah, you tell them.
And everything is out
And
of whack
suddenly
now.
we're all different players.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to fix
Swap
right now.
character sheets.
Oh look, I'm a
everyone.
lizard folk barbarian now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix currently. Please give me a moment.
That is what my
Oh.
class is. And race.
Okay. Gosh darn.
Hey,
Up,
having this much magic feels weird.
up.
Does this mean
Oh,
I can do some
I'm the.
handy
Oh
shit?
no, I'm a traitor. Oh no, I'm the known Tantix now. No.
Over.
I have a feeling this is gonna hurt. a lot.
What was your save, Goldie? I'm sorry.
14.
14? Okay. You both succeed, and luckily take half damage. This is good.
Can
Wait,
I use
What?
You do
uncanny
have...
dodge?
You can use Uncanny Dodge to drop the damage.
Awesome.
By half, which is good. So you're going to quarter that damage. So what would have been 10 fire damage for Goldie is reduced to 5 and is then reduced to 2 for you, Togon.
Awesome.
And what would have
Wow.
been 9 slashing damage was reduced to you, Goldie, to 4 and is reduced to 2 for you, Togon.
2 more damage. So I guess you could say I started that party off with a bang, guys. Let's continue.
Oh my god.
I mean, you guys can kill me next, but you're the one who signed up for these. But no, I'm just kidding. I'll try and not fuck up next time.
All right. The trap goes off. A bit of wounding, a bit of fire, a bit of rubble falls from the archway. Things kind of crumble and explode. It's definitely not a good deal. Definitely not a good deal at all. You do apologize. How would you like to proceed going through this doorway after that explosion?
Well, there's no way there could be a wire on the other side now, because that'd just be plain mean, and I would absolutely hate that. And I would have a stern talking to that guy when I caught up to him with my fists, not my swords.
I don't know if we should take that risk at this, because if we keep causing explosions, it's possible. If we're under a roof, it could collapse on us.
There are
I
now
mean, true.
there are now clerics and paladins making their way. You hear their footsteps running in this direction.
Oops! Now I'm gonna look like a terrorist again.
Probably
I'm just
not.
I'm gonna go duck through the door. Actually, I'm gonna.
You guys.
I have to open the door, don't I?
No, the door is open. It's kind of just an open,
We
kind
could
of
have
an
stepped
open,
over it.
an open atrium.
I would have tripped.
But
And that one was coming for me.
but you guys hear the paladins and the clerics now looking, seeing this, and are you all okay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to work, I guess.
Very well. If
What's
please be cautious. We are going to now just issue the order to look for traps. Please be careful. There needs to be no more explosions, please.
yeah.
I think I can agree with that as well.
We've had
We will
a bit
do
too
our
many
best.
explosions today. We've had one too many explosions. Too many
Go-
explosions.
gonna
today.
look
Many
at the
too many
road with a
explosions.
Aggravated look, but he's going to just walk it off.
Okay.
Damn, I'm bad. My bad, dude. My finger slipped.
Big time, big time. As you guys make your way out the
Buy you a
door,
drink later.
trying to follow the tracks, looking around, it seems clear. The cobblestone streets seem to be empty. You don't see anyone on the streets at this moment, but there are a few people looking out their windows, lights on, wondering what the hell is going on with all the explosions this evening.
Well, is the footstep trail entirely cold because we've entered city territory, or?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, truth. Don't fail me now. Don't come for me again, one.
And no sense to be picked up, huh?
You can attempt another sniff check.
Okay. Is that both of us with the sniffers?
That would be both of
I'll
you
do
with the keen sniffs.
I have an 18.
An 18.
Okay. 17 for sniffing.
Okay.
19 for sniffing.
Okay. All three of you do pick up the trail. Neffy and Wilder, you guys actually pick up the scent of a very pungent cologne making its way towards the docks.
Making his way down.
And you, Togon,
Who showered
actually,
an axe?
you actually see a few footsteps trailing off towards the docks before the ash kind of kicks off the feet into a little bit of a pile and disappears from sight.
Towards the docks, tell the guards. Like, pass it on back on the line.
We don't want to tell the guards because they're just going to come boots on the ground and make them want to run even more. We might.
Okay, fine, then we
I'm
don't.
down 2 out of my 3 spell slots.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, it's up to you guys.
We
don't have
should
time
follow
for
this.
rest.
We don't.
I don't think we have time. We're gonna have to. We can call them so they can eventually come, but this is for the most part gonna be us.
Tell them to delay it by several minutes.
Somebody text for justice.
I will.
Hashtag for justice.
Is our boy.
Instagram on this place.
I don't know a justice.
You send a text to For Justice, and you hear from inside a booming, bellowing yell. Justice will prevail!
Okay, we've got that many minutes.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. You guys running...
Somebody else had to have sent it, because I couldn't have.
You guys...
Had to have been our boy.
I did.
You guys...
Okay, perfect.
You guys running your way down.
Full dogs or...
Neffy is a blood hunter lichen, and Wilder is a shifter lupine. So Neffy is
I
Neffy.
am a dog now.
Neffy looks like a half elf, and
Sniff him out.
So it'd be kind of weird if I pet her then, but I want to pet the dog.
she's not a dog either.
Wilder looks pretty normal aside from the coloration and the hair, but
Okay, then
yeah.
it'd be weird to pet anyone in general then. But if I see a dog, I'm petting. You bet your
Wilder's
ass.
just gonna draw his weapons and just gonna
I don't-
follow the party because there's going to be a fight.
yeah. I don't know about Neffy, but Wilder's definitely got a couple fangs going on, even in human form. So yeah, maybe no petting. Might get bit.
Careful, I might be into that.
As you guys
Wink wonk.
as
Oh, that was
wink wonk. As you guys make your way down to the docks, you see 10 men getting onto an airship, and you see the drow standing in front of a small doorway, kind of exchanging pleasantries. And Togon, you recognize this individual, as does Irvon immediately, as the guy who stole the relic. And the drow just gives a nod, smiles, pockets a cred stick, and makes his way towards his airship, which looks to be a small gunship.
Oh, so airship, so it has a pilot. Let's
It's a
go interrogate the
gunship.
pilot.
It's a gunship,
Hey, guys.
actually.
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
let's go steal it.
Yeah.
Steal that shit.
He
Come
just
on.
he just took a cred chip. That means he probably does not have the thing anymore. So can I immediately hone in on the person that he was just talking to?
As you come around, running up, he's making his way onto his airship now. Looking in, you see an individual sitting up against a wall in his house. He's got the dual the two door frame style. The top one is open. He's set back up against the wall, kind of just a bottle in hand. Hi there. How are you?
I want to pet that dog too.
Who are you? What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm rather drunk. I don't know if I can help you.
Who's he talking?
Insight check that. Can I sniff to smell? Just go over to this guy and just
Wilder.
sniff if he smells drunk.
Wilder just comes over and just he starts talking at him. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
17.
17.
To sniff if he's liquored up.
He does smell liquored up. He smells like rum. Yeah, he smells like rum and
Strongly.
rum and
Is
vodka.
this the pilot?
No, not the pilot. Wilder just ran up to where the drow was and is looking in and is just being talked at. And as Wilder gives a sniff, he just, hey, you want a drink? I got a drink for you. That's good stuff.
No, thank you. He's
I got a
drunk.
deal for you.
You got a deal for me?
Love making deal.
I heard you
Um,
stole something fancy,
So I don't.
and I know some buyers who would really want it.
I don't steal. I'm a drinker.
Is there any buckets or like
you a buyer?
containers nearby? Do I see any containers or anything like
Go
something that
to-
could contain something?
There are no buckets out on the street, unfortunately.
If
Can I
you're
get
not
my
the-
water? Never mind. All right.
You have your water skin, yeah. Neffy,
I
you
dump
ask.
my water skin on his face.
Sure, you reach in and you dump your water skin. Just. Oh.
Wake
If you're
up!
not the stealer, are you a buyer?
I mean, I buy alcohol and food.
I slap him a couple times on his cheeks just to like wake him up a bit.
I'm awake. Stop hitting me, you.
You were just
Hey,
talking
guys,
to
I
this
don't
drow.
think
You people.
What?
Okay, wait a second. Did
What-
we just approach the first drow we saw, or is this
This
actually
was-
the
This was the door. This was the door. Not the drow. This was the door that the drow was standing in that you guys approached.
Yeah, because I approached the guy because I saw the drow accept a credit chip,
At this
and I
point,
went to the guy that he accepted it from.
the drow's airship is revving its engine.
How far away is the airship from us?
The airship is a good 180 feet away,
So if we want to steal this thing
and
and raid
it's-
the damn town to find these scales,
and
we
its
don't got
loading
much time to
ramp
do it.
is closed, so you will not be able to get on.
Unless you like leap onto
I
it.
might have an idea for something. I don't know if it might work.
How
Alright, so I'm
far-
gonna steal a jetpack from the Holy Land then.
How far away is it if you wanted to like jump off and land on it?
You would need to. You wouldn't be able to jump onto it.
Like how far?
You could like climb onto it, but it's 180 feet for you. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. For you guys to get to it.
I
Oh, so
have
it's 180
acrobatics, but
foot
I don't
jump.
think I'm actually gonna make that.
Not a jump. It's not in the air. It's starting to
That's-
prep its takeoff.
That's what I was asking.
It's
That's
30.
what I was asking,
It's
is what
level
kind
with
of jump?
I
it's
might
level
have
with
an
the
idea for
ground,
something.
but it is
Marcus
prepping
has
to
the
take
nearest-
off.
Because I have
Marcus
the
has-
jump spell.
You
So
started.
that's why
Marcus
I'm
pats
asking
the
for the
nearest
jump.
person and starts running
So,
towards
question.
the ship.
As you
How
you're
are
just
the
shouting in
powers-
front of this guy's window, he's just, well, you all have yourselves a very nice day.
But yo, bro, did you buy something from that drow?
Did you see what the drow? Did you see the man or?
What
person
if
that the
I
drow was talking
did?
to?
What if I did buy something from a drow?
Gold Tooth is gonna walk up and
Diddy.
basically
I
intimidate him.
need.
Okay, make an intimidation
I
check.
just-
Oh, it doesn't need to be this way. We're just talking to the man.
Depending on what you bought, man, I need that back. I'll pay you. I'll pay you what's in my pockets, what's on my credits.
I'm already thinking of
Now listen
doing,
here. I am well versed in the art of the deal, friend, and if you have what we need, we can definitely make a deal. I just need to know if you have the goods.
And what are you looking for exactly?
Nothing too important. Pair of scales. Recently disappeared from the temple. Not that hard to find, especially at this time.
Wait, is the guy inside of a building and we're talking
Yeah,
at him?
he's just inside of a little door. He's just sat down behind the door. Top half of the door is open. And he's just kind of staring at the wall.
Didi, how are the air/gunships powered?
They are powered with an arcane elemental crystal.
So there isn't a fuel line I can just cut.
There is not. No.
Can we see the crystal?
You cannot. No.
I was
Inside?
really
It
thinking
is inside. Yeah.
trying to, if it was powered by electricity, I was thinking of lightning bolt the short circuit.
Considering my family owns its own like private airship, would I know where that crystal would be in that ship? Like where
Uh,
in the ship it would be?
make a history check.
Yeah, right.
As
No!
as Goldtooth, what was your intimidation check?
8?
22.
22.
8 history?
As you try and look rather intimidating, he looks at you and What do you want? You want scales? What kind of scales? I've got
If
big
I don't
scales.
get scales, you're going to be missing a head.
Hey, now we
So-
can talk about this. I kind of put my hand on
Okay,
Gold 2's
so-
shoulder.
Man,
Look,
you know Igni the fire god?
yes,
Apparently
I know,
his scales went missing. His scales went missing from the temple and they're giving a big hoopla about it. So we need them back. That's basically it. Again, I'll give you all my pocket money. Heck, I'll throw in myself too.
He's not just gonna want the pocket money. Look at what he's already drunk as it is.
I mean, why
How
do
about you
why do you
remove
think
a
I just
finger
said I'll
every
throw
time
in
he doesn't
myself
give you a-
too?
We're not just gonna hurt this man because he bought something that someone
Why not?
offered him.
I'm not offering to hurt him. I'm just saying I'll offer myself
much?
too.
You know, the guild
Uh,
could offer very good alcohol. in
How
exchange.
much? How
True.
much are you offering?
How much do you want? And how
Well,
much liquor
Well,
do
that's
you
the
want?
thing. I could offer you a service, a deal,
I just-
something that I could do.
Whoa, who just left?
Good at not. Just so happens that I'm good at not being seen and getting other
Oh.
information.
There we go.
If you're interested, we can talk more.
My thing's messing up.
You want info?
I can offer you 612 credits.
No,
And-
that's not worth anything to me.
So you're saying you
not-
have the thing?
That's not worth anything to me. Now he says
Uh,
he has information.
While
Now
he's,
that's
you guys are
enticing.
arguing with him, that person's getting away.
Well, he's got credits, not the scales. So he's not
No, other
really
way
that relevant
around.
Until...
The
Oh,
other way
airship,
around.
the airship at this point does take off and starts
Oh,
making its way away.
I thought the drow pocketed credits, not the crystals, not the.
He did pocket credits.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we saw. We saw the drow pocketing credits
So-
with this guy and then grinning at us as he got on his ship.
Wait, this guy might be the this guy might be the
Honestly?
drow's boss.
Honestly,
Actually,
it'll
I
be
have an
fine.
idea.
It'll be fine because if we at least get information, we can at least relay to the guild where we have it. Because
So-
this mission today has been somewhat of a miracle that all of us are alive.
You
Yeah.
have
All
you
of us
have
except for one who disappeared.
you have information. What kind of information?
Depends on what you want to know.
Oh, I deal in everything, my boy. So,
Would you like to know about a ghost that was collecting phones?
Do you understand other languages, perchance?
I do.
What do
Would
you know
you-
of Abyssal?
He rolls his eyes and looks at you. What I would like to drink comes from Mother Mary's down the street, where she'll give you 2 pies made of cherry and 1 of rhubarb with meat. As he starts speaking to you in Thieves' Cant.
Thieves' Cant.
As you are a rogue, you are trained in Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, but I'm trying to maybe understand what he just said.
So he is
'cause I have the
asking,
page open.
he's telling you, what I want is either 2 nice little cherry-picked, tantalizing pieces of information that he could sell, or he would like 1 juicy, succulent, and sweet piece of information that he could sell.
Well, now we're talking bread, aren't we? Let's get down to brass tacks. What are you most
Um,
interested in? There's so many things that we can find out.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and text Tongan, telling him I can use a suggestion to get information out if we need it.
He's not very phone savvy, so he probably just buzzed in his pocket and he looked at it like, fuck, I'm working now.
Look. I want something good. You find something good, I will let you know where your little trinket is. So,
He sounds like he's suddenly very sobered. Like he sounds. Does he seem more sober than he was?
he seems to be.
Hmm.
So,
Now I'm automatically more suspicious then.
you come up with something truthful, and I've got a keen eye for truthful. That's worth sharing. And all of this in Thieves' Cant. Or no deal.
How much time do I have to get this to you?
Why don't you talk with your friends and see what they have as good, juicy information?
Oh, I make that noise and huddle around my friends really quick, I guess. So we also learned what the security system on the inside of the temple is. We
That
could
he's
tell them
willing to
that.
share.
I don't think the security system will matter too much since they kind of already got what they need.
Well, these aren't some. Once he gets that information, he could pull off whatever the fuck he wanted. Probably. These guys were clearly knowing that they were coming to this place. He has better chances with this information than nothing, I'd say.
I wonder. Marcus turns to the man and says, "Do you speak Draconic or Elvish?"
I speak coin. So, you can either give me what he's asking for, or if you can come up with a nice, neat 800,000, that's my price.
I say,
Call Daddy.
how much is a written seal from a member of the upper noble class of Bayron?
I don't want a written seal. I want your actual seal if you're going to give me that.
You want my actual seal?
I will take your signet ring that you use for stamping.
Can I
And your other-
hearing that
I kind of pull him by the shit because I kind of know what's going down,
And
I
your
pull him back into the group.
other
Listen here,
documentation.
hearing the amount, can I just quickly send off a text to Papa Wraith
Mm-hmm.
and just say, possibly found scales, he wants 800k, or info.
Or informate, yeah, or
Send that off to
places
Papa R.
A lot of you people have been today, so if you
What
guys have anything good to add besides what I suggested, put it to the table, please.
So
when
send
he
that off
when he
to
asks my
Papa
signet
R.
ring, when he asks
Yeah,
my
nah,
signet
joke.
ring, I just shake my head and go, no.
Can you
I'm
say
a
no deal,
like it
mate?
in a
No
holy
deal, mate.
country.
Yeah,
No deal, mate.
I will whisper.
got it.
Hmm.
So is that all we got? Is the
I-
security system of the inner temple?
I have.
I can use the spell to try to
He
help
probably
get
even
information
does.
out.
I would like
but-
to walk off to the side away from the group a little bit, not
Mhm.
near him, just off to the side of the group, and I would like to get my phone and I'd like to call.
Can
I'd like to call.
Call Wraith?
Can I take the alchemy book that I got from like my first mission out?
Yes.
Ain't he like back at the church though? Can't
How
you just
about
literally
this?
walk back?
No. Wraith
He's
isn't
not
with
there.
us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's magic shit. That's how he
You-
did that.
You
I call Wraith.
hold the book as you call Wraith. He reaches out. Can I?
And she'll like just
so
gesture
you know
like
a thing
here,
or
take
two
it.
about alchemy.
He takes
I'm a
the
blood
book,
hunter.
opens it, starts flipping through.
There are poisons, potions, all kinds of things, arcano-mechanical limbs. I'm not even that skilled enough to even fathom to try doing that
Closes the
kind of
book,
thing.
sets it in front of him, and it disappears.
What the fuck did you demon portal magic? Did
And
you
he
just-
reaches in and pulls out the scales and sets them down.
What the
Oh
They will
shit.
take them.
kind of hat trick was that? I'm coming back to you, and you're gonna
Yep.
teach me your ways.
Somebody pick them up.
That is very talented.
Grabs them.
I'll
Well,
take them and
actually,
I'll be
I
like,
don't
I
want
see
to
the
grab
man
I
of
think-
honesty.
I think
Did he?
Nephi-
I first look at him
Did
and
we
then
get
I
the
say,
name?
"These
Did we get the
can't
name
get,
of that
is the
of
deal
that
done?"
guy again?
Of
I'm
this
going
guy?
to
No.
mage hand the
No, of the
scales
drow, of
if
the
I
drow.
can
The
onto
drow, no.
the table.
I think
Drow.
Nephi's the one who
Does
grabs
my
them,
call
right?
go through?
I already
can
grabbed
get
the
the drow
scales.
next
I
time.
will just
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Your call
Yeah,
is
you did.
your call is sent to voicemail.
Oh fuck, that's a
May
rip,
I-
man.
I leave him a voicemail saying, "Hello,
Yo, dude,
Wraith.
what if we all call
It's
him?
Marcus." I glance over and I say, "We have the scales back. The sword has been given back to the temple as well. A drow. I describe what the drow looks like.
I take a
Mhm.
picture of the airship as it's leaving.
I also then after I finish the voicemail, text him the photo of the hooded figures in the alleyway that I got.
Okay.
I'll
And
text
I
Ray
say-
the picture of the ship.
All right.
And
Actually,
I
just want to
and I say,
double-check something
uh,
real quick.
Call me ASAP.
Okay.
And then I hit.
What do you want to
I'll
double
cast
check?
detect magic, and just to make sure it's not a fake.
Oh no, they are very magical.
Oh, I
They-
asked him in Thieves' Cant if the deal was done.
Just making
Asking
sure.
in Thieves' Cant, he says, Mother Mary paid me a nice visit and gave me exactly what I was looking for.
Holy shit.
Hope to do
If you
deals
would
with you
just
again in the
start
future,
walking
brother.
back to
How
the
much
temple
is
with
that
the scales
book
without
worth?
another word.
I don't know what it is, but she's getting all the gold that I have.
So, for the sake of things, for the sake of time, you guys bring the scales back, returning them. The Temple of Igni giving you thanks. Although, you do hear a few muttered voices and the High Priest of Igni. You're never welcome back here again.
Kind of turn back and
I
flash
will
back with,
accept
I don't
this.
like religion anyways.
That is completely fair given
Yeah,
what has occurred today.
I can understand that.
I nodded and I go, that's understandable as I hand him a business card.
He looks at the business card.
he's got business cards, dude.
Tears it
Oh,
up
shit.
and puts it back in your hand.
And I go,
You
okay.
Acceptable.
are not welcome
Very
here
Sorry, walking out.
again.
Don't care anymore.
If it's any consolation,
Thank you for your time.
I
I'm so
have
sorry of what
nothing to
happened.
do.
Yeah, I think let's just get
Goodbye.
out of here
Any of-
before.
Yeah,
I
you
just
won't see
clap
me
my
anyways,
hand
buddy. I'll
over
be in
his
the street.
mouth.
Start
I just
dragging
clap
him
my
up.
hand over his mouth and drag him.
Yeah, you little pompous. Yeah,
Shush,
fight the power,
shush,
fuck the system,
shush.
whatever it is, right?
All right.
Shush.
As you
He's
guys,
already walked out.
Yeah,
As
I
you
think
guys-
let's just get out of
he's
here.
as you
Just
guys-
apologizing the whole time.
Hey, whose
Fair
book
enough.
was it?
It
nephew's
was
book.
mine. It
It
had
is mine.
stuff. Neffy.
That
Well, you're
sounds
getting my
like
point.
I've been holding that book since my first mission. I was planning to eventually maybe take levels in Artificer and make Arcana mechanical limbs, but no!
Yeah.
I needed to help.
Well, then you'll get more than gold.
Well, I mean, to be fairly honest, it's probably a better outcome than what he would have done with a signet ring of a nobleman.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was
Come
just gonna
back
tell him
without
about.
the scales.
I was just gonna tell him about a ghost collecting phones out in the
Hey
middle
Dad,
of nowhere.
so I need another signet ring. What happened to your last one?
Can
I
I-
gave it
can
to
I
an
explain
I gave
something?
it to a known black market dealer. You did what?
I gave it to a fence. What?
Hey,
You
can I
did
say
what?
something?
What's up,
Neffy's
Goldtooth?
just silently walking back, very,
so
very
if it
angry
were-
that
if
she had to
it-
give
if
up
you
her
were to
book,
put
but
that
just kind of shoves the scales
m-
into the hand and then just walks
may
away.
or may not have would betray 0.
Say that again, Goldie?
If it had to come to it, he may or may not have to betray 0.
Yeah, that might have been a thing.
That would have been bad, but everybody. Yeah, that would have been a thing, but everybody else was talking, so Goldtooth didn't get a chance to say anything about it.
That's all right. As you two make the call, as you two make the call, and as you guys make the call and are teleported back to Silver Reef,
I hate portals.
you find your
Agreed.
you find your Lucius. That's how you end up murdered. Giving up Zero's location and who Zero is. Oh boy,
Who is 0?
you'll find out.
Oh no.
As you guys make your way back to the tavern, Wraith giving you all a very, very serious look. The tavern is cleared out. There is no one in the tavern.
Oh,
I
fuck.
kneel on the ground and bow my head. I just don't say anything. I just kneel
I'm
on the
just
ground.
gonna kind of walk outside because I have a feeling that I've got a paddling coming.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you're not walking outside. I highly
Oh,
suggest you
fuck.
turn yourself right around. And you
say
feel
something
this-
smart like, "Oh shit."
You feel this unnatural persuasion take over, and your body turns itself around. No.
Goldtooth's on his knees, sitting, and his head's bowed down. He is
Same.
shamed.
Today
Same.
was a bit of a fucking cock-up.
Yes,
Yeah, very
It
much
was.
so.
today was awful.
Right. Permission to speak to the idiot wherever
Oh,
he's.
no. You will not speak with him again. He is gone forever.
Oh, thank God.
He's in the mirror.
He will not
Oh,
be coming
what
out.
is the mirror?
You don't want to know.
But I do.
Considering
I
think
place
I'd
my
rather
hand
you don't
on.
have, you don't
I
have
place
to
my
say
hand on
it.
his shoulder
I
and I
just
just
wanna
go.
know what it is.
I place my hand on his shoulder and go. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, maybe next time then.
Maybe
I'll
next
get down
time.
to brass tacks, huh?
Let's
If he
be
says you do not want to know, then trust him.
let's be clear here. There is a lot of reparations that I have had to pay out for this. A lot of money has left guild coffers tonight. And guild code of honor. The guild's code of honor has been broken as well. That's my biggest upset. So, I'm going to give each of you 500 credits. And that's it. You get nothing else tonight. You walk away with your lives, and your heads held up high that you managed to return the scales and the sword.
Can I just ask for one thing?
Yes.
Can I have a hug?
What the?
I had to give up a very important book to me to get the scales
Oh,
back,
yeah,
and
hand
honestly,
you the-
it feels really bad.
5 gold.
I'll give
Question:
her a hug.
What race is Wraith again?
Wraith,
I'll also give her a hug.
Wraith is a tiefling that is pale white as snow, with jet black hair and jet black horns that start at the side of the temple and pull back. He is very lean and athletic, and he dresses finer than any king. His suits are perfectly tailored. They come with gold and silver filigree. He has a very high fashion sense as he sighs, comes out from around the counter, looks at you, Neffy. Let's go hug.
Yay.
And Wraith.
If you'll give him a hug, trying not to get any blood from the bullet wounds on him.
Just pats you.
Wraith, if you ever speak to Rixos or ever have contact, just apologize on my behalf. I don't know if they heard me.
Do you know who his wife is?
So I kind of took a look at Wraith. Does everyone have one of those patches that do that?
Everyone has a guild patch, and it does not remove itself.
Including Wraith?
Wraith does not, no.
I'll
I
remember
see.
that.
Wait, is it like a tattoo? Is it a tattoo or is it like a piece of clothing?
It is. So the way the patch works, for those of you who are asking, and this is a good piece to kind of touch on before we close out
I don't
tonight's
even
session.
know anymore. I've seen enough.
The patch itself
I've never heard of it.
is a stitching of a wolf's head up against a shield with a dagger in its mouth. The patch is sewn in with what looks like standard clothing, but whenever you join the guild, it drops down from the ceiling, kind of like a snowflake, and lands onto your clothing. No matter what clothing you change into, it is always on your clothing.
So what if you're not wearing anything?
So can I cut it off?
You cannot cut it off. No matter how much you
I'm not
try,
saying I'm gonna psycho,
no matter how much
that's definitely
no matter how much you try to cut it off, it reappears somewhere else on your clothing. When you go
What
to
if
put
you're
on
naked?
new clothing, it reappears there. And if you are naked, well, it appears.
Yo, dude, is it gonna do the fig leaf?
It's a
Is it gonna
butt
do the fig
tattoo.
leaf, dude?
Is it a fig leaf?
It's gonna
It's on
straight
the
cover,
butt.
It's gonna straight cover, dude.
It's a tush.
Fig leaf.
It's a tush tattoo.
It's a tush tattoo. It's on the butt.
But the patch is designed to be unremovable, unless expressly given by the guild master or the vice guild masters.
The vice guild master?
Yeah, there is Sarge, and there is Morgan as the vice guild masters.
Morgan,
Love
Tooth does know
Morgan.
Morgan. He does not
Dadadin.
know Sarge, though.
That's
Dadadin is the
compromise.
best paladin.
I'm not
Dadadin.
saying that I would try to ever hurt people, but
What time is it now? But like,
It is.
What time
really
is
don't
it?
like
It
having
is-
an insta-kill patch.
It is about 3 o'clock in the evening. It's not an insta-kill patch. It's a paralyzation patch that stops you from further breaking guild code.
Basically,
As we
it's
saw
a
it
you've seriously
occur.
fucked up patch.
We saw it happen today. We saw it
Yeah,
happen.
but
We all
Togon-
witnessed
Togon
it.
DD, is that the
convinced
first
it's
time
just
that patch has actually
evil
come into
thing.
play?
Um,
Has it happened
Like
before?
in game.
Baked Physics, thank you very much for the Twitch sub, the Twitch Prime sub. How are you doing? And happy to have you here. The patch has come into play once before, about a year ago.
Oh dear.
Oh,
So this was the first time in a year that the patch has come into play. But other than that, folks, thank you so much for joining us this evening in tonight's episode.
Just before we
Total
end,
chaos.
just to Wraith, just I want to say, if there's any missions that you can send me on to help with guild reparations, I will do so.
Same.
Very well.
I'm sure I can convince my father to send a little bit of a check your way just to make up for some of the.
Very well. We'll see what happens. The rest of you all go and get some sleep.
Master Wraith.
Gold
I don't
to
like that. I don't like figures.
May
of
I
power
receive
like
one-
that.
One lashing because I did fail this mission.
No, I'm not going to lash anyone. That's a foolish thing. No
That's a
reason
kink thing.
for self-harm.
Oh dear.
Now, all of you, go get some rest and repair yourselves. That, folks, thank you everyone so much for watching tonight. I will see you all tomorrow evening for Legends of the Verse, our Mage Hand Press sponsored campaign set in a sci-fi universe. So we'll see you then. Have a good night and sleep well. Bye-bye now.
Good night, all.
Bye.